Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit that like button, share it out.
You're watching Blood Politics with Boston Brian.
Let's go. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you being back once again. I'm Boston Brian. This is Blood Politics, the political podcast / live stream that's seemingly here to just sift through the bullshit of the mainstream media, try to get the lies of MAGA, debunked, as they say, try to get our progressive values and messages out there to the world. Thank you for joining us. I probably sound like shit. That's because I feel like shit. Not going to be crying about it, but just in case anybody's wondering why I sound like this, but yeah, or the occasional sniffles that might come out, or the coughs. Yeah, I'm not cold. I just trying to stay warm. I think I got the chills or some chest cold or something like that. But make sure you guys hit the like button, share it out. I appreciate you joining me. Lots to talk about on the show again. I think I said on Wednesday, I apologize that Brittany Page was going to be on the show today. I got my Sundays mixed up. Brittany Page will be on the show next Sunday, so I do apologize about that. But let me get into the chat and, see who's here. Say hi to everybody. NL Love, what's going on? Trina, how are you? Nordez, how are you? Melinda, what's going on? Bobby, Tracy, how are you, Tracy? How's everything? Left of the box, what's going on, Sandy? How are you? Appreciate you. How are you doing there, eh? It's a beautiful day, beautiful winter's day down here, don't you know? Actually, no, what is that, Minnesota? Fuck it, it's all the same. We're all Canada to people down south. Patui, how are you? Vicky, what's going on? Hi, Amanda's Esoteric Corner. Test for COVID. I did test for COVID. I was negative for COVID. Pam, how are you? What's going on? Tanya, thank you for your services. Hi, Johanna, how are you? Flipper, let's go. Appreciate you. Benny, what's going on? Lokerta, how are you? Did I miss another mod? Tiff, how are you? What's going on? Yeah, it's all right though. It's from working outside and shit. It sucks. You can never dress right because you're never inside or outside, like at the same, you know what I mean? Like I'm always having to go outside, so you can never wear like, the clothes to just be inside, but you can't put on a bunch of layers because you're working inside as well. You'll sweat to death, so it's hard. Anyways, yeah, lots to talk about today. Of course, tomorrow is the what I've been calling the inauguration, in which Bitchface McBitchface has moved it inside because he's too cold and doesn't want to, doesn't want the cameras to see the small crowd sizes that will inevitably would inevitably have been there So, but I just wanted to, let's see if I can show this first. I'm going to do, how's this one? Maybe this one? That works. All right. So, just a little reference before we get started on things. And like I said, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, look at Slacks right off the bat. Where are you, Slacks? Slacks, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Rock on, my dude. Slacks with the $20 super chat right off the bat saying, love you, Brian, Mel, and Logan. Love to all the Bryantologists. Right back at you, dude. I appreciate you. And thank you to anybody that, gifts, super chats, super sticker, fucking Patreon. I should probably say this stuff at the beginning of the show. I'm really bad at this, and I do apologize. I probably should get better at saying this. We have not only a wonderful merch site, which is getdemshirts.myshopify.com. where you can get sweatshirts, you can get t-shirts, you can get the whole lot. And again, it's not all of it is just politically related. There's some out there for just, everyday men and women, single moms, people with mental health, stuttering issues like myself, I guess. But no, mental health issues. So there's stuff on there for everybody. You can also check out my Patreon at patreon.com/Boston Brian. And I do appreciate the people that have been signing up. I don't know if it's like the TikTok ban, now that TikTok's all gone, that people are kind of flooding the airwaves on these other sites such as Blue Sky, which again, I should probably do this at the beginning of the show, but yeah, probably a good time to throw this one up too. So you can find me on Blue Sky at bostonbrian.com. We're on our way to 100,000 followers on Blue Sky, so that would be fantastic. That would be a really big goal. A really good milestone to hit on there. So I appreciate anybody who's new and joining me on there. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But this gentleman here you're looking at is John F. Kennedy. This is his inauguration in 1961. And the current temperature at the time of speaking was 22 degrees before the wind chill. There was 8 inches of fresh snow on the ground at the time. And as you can see, my man wearing no jacket, no hat, no gloves, no scarf, right? None of that shit. And the guy didn't have to move it inside like a bitch. But Donald Trump, being the soft, just fragile, egotistical, so many fucking things that I'd like to say in that situation. But the man is just weak, right? He can't handle what would, like I said, be a media frenzy on the people either protesting his inauguration or the lack of people there supporting. You know what I mean? I'm sure there'd be a good amount, but it wouldn't be anywhere near what we've seen for, past presidents that had actual enthusiasm and didn't have 49% of the country despise the man with everything they have in their souls. But yeah, let me just see if I can play a little bit of, where am I looking? Oh, it's up here. Let me see if I can just play a little bit of this, and we'll get a sense of, what it would look like when a real president, when an actual man, again, in my eyes, all the the grievances you may have with his either politics, things he's done in the past, said, done, and thing like that. But put that aside for right now. Just taking this into account, let's just see if we can get a little sense of is it too cold? Is it going to be too cold? What's the weather supposed to be like tomorrow in Washington, D.C.? Let me see here. My computer's been kind of acting up, so hopefully I don't crash the system here. Let me see. Weather, DC tomorrow. It says results: Washington, D.C. area, 25 degrees, so it's going to be 3 degrees warmer. Let's see. Is this Monday? Am I looking at Monday, or is this right now? This says Monday, 23 degrees. Okay, 25 degrees. Wind 14 miles an hour. Let's see. What time is he speaking at? So let's just give him a little bit. We'll even give it to him. It's the same. We'll call it the same, right? We'll call it the same. So let's just check it out. Now we'll find out. Is that temperature actually too cold to have an inauguration outside? Are people going to get frostbite? Are the MAGA's going to get frostbite because they're outside for so long? I think they're going to get frostbite. Like they don't. I think what's going on is they're actually just really, really not sure what to do because they don't have to fucking beat up any cops when they're in the area. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like, they're walking around like, shit, this is what it looks like when we don't have to fucking beat the shit out of people and like break windows and shit everywhere. This is strange. So I think they just kind of, wanted to separate those people and kind of leave them outside. We'll do it inside type of thing. All right, here we go. Just a little bit of it.
You, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
I do solemnly swear that I, the President of the United States of America, will uphold the honor and oath of the country and duty.
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
And will, to the best of your ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution
Preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Look at LBJ's like, you son of a bitch, I want it. Look at him in the background. That's Skank, you son of a bitch. But look at everybody just shivering. It's, you know what I mean? It's like they can't stand being out there for more than, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes. It's almost like being dumped in, like, I don't know, say the Bering Sea. You know what I mean? It just, you only have so much, you only have so long to live, I guess. Like, hey, how you doing? Let me make my speech. Thank you. I just did it. I mean, you can tell it's cold. You can just see the breath coming out of the guy that talked to him. You can see all the ladies are wrapped up with their furs. You know, LBJ's got his overcoat on. Everybody's got their overcoats on. So you can tell it's chilly, but I mean, obviously not enough to make you say, you know what, let's do this inside for the fucking first time. Has that ever been done, actually? Has this? I'm not even sure. Hey, from Kentucky, how are you? What's going on? Appreciate y'all joining me from down there in Kentucky. Let's go now. That's more like Louisiana. I gotta get my accents down. Is this does anybody know in the comments? Is this? I mean, I'm assuming because of bad weather, it's happened before. But like actual bad weather, Reagan in '80, and Reagan did it inside. Oh, that's right, I did. Oh, right. Yep. Thank you. As I was saying, appreciate it. Yeah, so wow, that's kind of the connection there is uncanny too, huh? Good Lord Almighty. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of you know, the fact that what kind of temperature and what it looked like, and I don't even think there's snow on the ground at that. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't think there's snow on the ground right now in DC. I could be wrong. There was 8 inches of snow on the ground in this in this instance. So, just baby shit. Just absolute baby shit. You know what this is doing? This is saving probably 3 or 4 what do they call them? Speakers, the fucking press speakers, White House press speakers for Donald Trump that would have to go out there and lie like constantly about how many people actually went to this guy's inauguration. Oh, thank you, Lincoln. Appreciate you, Donnie. Regardless of the weather in this case, it is a crowd size that is bothering. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's probably remember the last time when he sent out like 3 or 4 of them to lie about his crowd size at his first inauguration, and we're like, well, looking at the pictures, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck do you think. Sean Spicer. Who was the other one? Sean Spicer was replaced with who? Did it go Sean Spicer and then Kayleigh McEnany? I think there was somebody in between there, right? I could be wrong. It's minus 26C in Winnipeg today. Minus 26C. So if 0 is freezing, minus 26C would be what? 0 degrees? Something like that? 0 degrees? Scaramucci. Was that who it was? That son of a bitch. That was. Thank you, Tracy. Was that who it was? Oh, thank you, Bob. Got it too. Patui got it too. Let's see here. Sean Spicer, Kellyanne. Oh my God. Yep. The alternative facts. Holy shit. Alternative facts. That's great. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of start you off with that. Maybe a little bit of a rant as well, if I may. I don't know how you guys in the chat feel, but myself, I do believe that this inauguration should not be attended by, watched, commented on, fucking noticed by any Democrat or actual independent that has an actual morals, that has an actual soul, that has actual morals, that has actual standards and principles. Any oh, what is this? Thank you, Rosanna. Oh, happy birthday notice. Oh, happy birthday notice. I didn't see that. Feliz cumpleaños to you. Feliz cumpleaños to you. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños to you. Yeah. But what was I talking about? God damn it. Happens every time. Democrats going to the inauguration. I don't know how for the last almost 10 years now you could be talking about the man as and correctly so, as a thief, a con man, a fraudster, a fucking a philanderer, sexual assaulter, a fucking insurrectionist, a fascist, an authoritarian, an existential threat to the democracy of our country, an existential threat to women's rights, an existential threat to trans people, and then somehow turn around and say, okay, where is my assigned seat at this guy's inauguration? I don't know if anybody does plan on going. I have not read. I have only seen one NBC article that had said that there was going to be less protest at this inauguration than his previous inauguration. I've seen a few people post articles from like the Washington Post garbage saying that Trump seems to have conquered Washington D.C. before he even gets there, type of bullshit. So more of the media's capitulation, more of the ass kissing and schmoozing up to Donald Trump to try to gain favor, to try to save yourself. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you, brother. Excuse me. Fuck, where's the mute? How do I mute? My apologies. My apologies. But yeah, anybody that I think I'm for sure going to call out any of the Democrats that will be. I just don't understand how you could possibly attend, how you would not protest that. I think we need a lot more of what I posted is good trouble in this fucking country. Like we saw at the confirmation hearings. Regardless of what the people were saying, we need more people to stand up like that, start yelling to get our fucking, get our message out there without, disrupting traffic or ruining fucking paintings, priceless artifacts. To leave that bullshit alone. We don't want to piss people off. We just want to get our point across in the correct places. But we need more good trouble. It says it right behind me somewhere, right here. See this? Get in good trouble, necessary trouble. What's it say? And then redeem and help the soul of America. Good trouble. We need good fucking trouble. We need good disruptions. We need like powerful, peaceful protests at the correct moments, right? Which is what we saw with the People's March, right? Which is what we saw with the People's March. Check this out, right? And I want to thank everybody that attended. A big show of fucking respect for you guys. Let me see. One of these buttons is going to work, right? One of these has to work. There we go. All right. Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. And just a little bit of, coverage, a little bit of the coverage from yesterday's People's March. Tens of thousands of people attended. For some people it was a possibility, for others it was not. Doesn't mean that they don't, we aren't linked in hand within this fight. You know what I mean? Big ups and big respect to the people that were able to take off work, leave their kids, leave their, like I said, leave their job and take some time off to head down to DC or up to DC, to show their protest, to show their fucking, anger and their non-support for fucking this next administration. I wish I could have fucking been there, right? I wish that I could, somehow take work off and then head to DC for a day and get a hotel and then get a train back. I wish that was something that I could have done, but I can't even afford fucking healthcare at this point. So I don't know. It just not on the fucking. It just wasn't. It wasn't feasible. Let's just put it that way. Again, everybody thinks because you got a YouTube show and I'm blessed for the people that watch it, and we're heading towards 10,000 subscribers. So if you can, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. It's 100% free to subscribe. If you do want to help the channel a little bit more, there is also a join button down there that you can press. And for $1.99 for the month, $1.99, which again, fucking tell me something that you can buy outside of your house right now for a fucking $1.99 that doesn't come from Temu, okay? And you can help this channel in the best way you possibly can by getting a membership. The longer that you're a member, the more you get to see it in the chat. Every time you hit a milestone for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is, it shows in the chat, shows your support, shows how long you've been here. And I would really, really appreciate it. I know a lot of people watch and they don't subscribe. I don't know if you don't know, if you don't think it's free or whatnot, but no, I know, right? I'm sorry. I'm just saying the closest one, or the closest big one that to me was DC. I understand there was marches all over the country. But let me just see. This is the one that seemed to gain the most attention. Maybe I should put it that way. I apologize. I don't want to make it seem like it was the only one, but I'm just saying anybody that showed up, anybody that took the time. What's today's fucking, I'm so dumb. But yeah, I understand. No, some people, but again, not everybody works Monday through Friday. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody works Monday through Friday. Restaurant businesses, there's a lot of businesses that work, odd hours or Saturdays and Sundays, or there's a lot of people that it affects. Even plumbers and construction people, they work Saturdays. A lot of companies are every Saturday they work no matter what to try to get the most work done in a week. It's not like everybody's off on Saturday. Let's see here. Yeah, let me just play. We'll play a little bit of this. This is the one from DC. I believe that's a fuck Trump chant I'm hearing. So I like it already. Thank you. And this is just kind of like a live stream. So this is 11, almost 12 hours long, basically, of the march. So it's, I don't know if there's any commentary. I don't think there's any commentary on it. But yeah, let's see. I want to know this. I know they said tens of thousands. This is the one in.
Women, people, women now.
That's really loud in my ear. JF asked, where is this rally? This is the one in DC, but there were rallies all over the country in protest of Donald Trump and his upcoming administration, which is like I said, when you have, this shows that he does not have this is the fucking proof that he does not have an overwhelming mandate on this fucking country, right? If you need any more proof than this, and again, like I said, there was ones all over the country, and yes, fuck Snoop. Sorry. Hey, Crimson, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate that. Where are you? Where'd it go? I just clicked it. There it is. Thank you, Crimson. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for fighting. But yeah, I mean, what more proof do you need that he does not have an overwhelming fucking mandate to do whatever the fuck he chooses? It's ridiculous that anybody would even consider repeating that talking point when we have the numbers for not only the election, but again, the people you can see all over social media, the people you can see everywhere that despise Donald fucking Trump. And again, I still think it was people's, hate for their anti-government, feelings. People are so anti-government because they don't feel the government is working for them. And in a lot of cases, rightly fucking so. But I think that's, again, what brought us Donald Trump, is what brought us Donald Trump in the first place. And it's the same thing that brought us Donald Trump in this second time. It's not the only thing, but I do believe it made a lot of people that would not normally vote for that motherfucker come out and vote for him, which is why we saw the disparity between, the vote for president and the down ballot voting, where people would vote for Donald Trump, but also AOC, Oh, thank you for becoming a new Patreon member, Melissa. Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's a really, really, really big help. And I brought this. Sorry, I know I've left this comment up. I brought this comment up for a reason, right? And a lot of people, let's say further left than we are, kind of find the whole resistance thing kind of cringe. And to some aspect, it is a little bit, right? But I guess everything has its cringe aspects. I kind of have a different look on it, and I'm not saying this is better or worse or anything like that. And believe me, I feel like we need to fucking resist more than ever. And I think it is very pertinent now more than ever. So I'm not saying it's anything like that, but I'm saying the view that some people have on it. I kind of feel like, I kind of related to the actual, and I'm sure a lot of people do, to the actual fucking resistance where it was built, say like the World War II resistance, the Dutch resistance, the Polish underground, you know what I mean? All these fucking, the French resistance, all these people that were like, no, I'm not going to leave my country. No, I'm not going to fucking just give up. I'll fucking head up into the woods. Let's fucking congregate. Let's see if we can get some fucking weapons together. And I'm saying this is what happened in World War II. This is not advocating for this now. I want to make that very clear. This is what they did in World War II. And they fought back against the Germans. They made sure that they did their part regardless of whether or not they were outnumbered, outgunned, outmanned. Right? They did their fucking part. They resisted what they knew was going to be a tyrannical fucking regime that was going to brutally kill millions. Right? And what we're doing now is not that different. We're trying to save our fucking country from a brutal regime that is trying to deport millions of fucking people, which will inevitably put them in situations that would cause them fucking harm, right? Millions of people fled situations because they can't go back, right? If they went back, they'd be in a shit fucking situation. Let's put it that way. So... But when he's talking about building fucking camps, he's going to have to fucking house these people somewhere. So when we talk about resisting, it's not, it ain't a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. People's lives are on the line, which is why you see these people, these wonderful fucking people marching in the street. So let's just play a little bit more of this. And again, we have lots more to talk about. I should say this in the beginning of the show. We got, there's, I don't know if we're going to get to all this, but we could talk about the Bob Menendez seeking a pardon from fucking Donald Trump. We could talk about fucking New York City Mayor Eric Adams having a nice little fucking sit-down dinner with Donald Trump, trying to get his ass off the hook for his fucking crimes. We could talk about China's vice president who will be attending Donald Trump's inauguration. We could talk about the ruling in Texas, the mifepristone, which is going to, Texas judge rules 3 other states can challenge access to the abortion pill mifepristone nationwide: Idaho, Kansas, and Missouri. Trump launches his own fucking crypto coin, which we'll talk about fucking hypocrisy. TikTok's so bad. Oh, TikTok's so bad. Meanwhile, the Chinese fucking vice president's going to Donald Trump's inauguration, right? Donald Trump's launching a fucking crypto coin with who knows who's backing it. His fucking best buddy is Elon Musk, who is fucking hand in hand, dick to dick with the Saudis and the Chinese. And you're going to tell me somehow fucking TikTok is a problem? Get the fuck out. Listen, if you want to tell me that fucking government, anybody works in government or anything like that can't use TikTok, fine. But why the fuck the rest of us can? What the fuck is the China? So you're telling me the Chinese Communist fucking party is paying me paid me to do pro-democratic propaganda or fucking put out a pro-democrat message, fine. What the fuck? I'll fucking take all their money to put out my message. What the fuck? But still, that aside, we'll put that aside. There's a lot of things we get into. We could talk about Tulsi Gabbard and how she made over $1 million as a MAGA celebrity going on Fox and all these different places. Her stocks that she's got. Yeah, like I said, it shouldn't be a Democrat. It shouldn't be a single Democrat at this inauguration. We should definitely be causing good trouble. TikTok is gone. CapCut too. What editing software has to do, and I know it's owned by fucking ByteDance, but why we couldn't write it in where you can still use the editing software, I don't fucking know. Like, what does editing software have to do with fucking national security? Give me there's no nothing on there for it's just your videos, your editing. I don't know why it couldn't have been more specific, I guess. Yeah, and like I said, anybody can, and I'm against the fucking ban, but it's not a free speech issue for people that are saying it's free speech and it's a fucking human rights issue. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. It's absolutely not a free speech issue. Private companies do not abide by the fucking Constitution. They have a terms of service, and it has nothing to do with the fucking Constitution, right? They are a private entity that can say you can do this or you can't do this, and if you don't do this, you can get the fuck out. Just like any fucking store in the country. As long as they're not saying, hey, get out because you're black or get out because you're gay or get out because you're fucking trans, they can say, thank you, see you later. We have the right to deny your fucking business. We don't need it. So, there's a lot we can get into in there, and I'd love to have the conversation with some of the things. I just, if they are trying to listen through my phone, what the fuck are they going to hear? And like I said, no, Clover, that's ridiculous. No, negative. I'm all for the fucking message. I'm all for the conversation, I should say, that is taking place afterwards. All fucking for it. But why the fuck are we gonna free somebody that shot somebody in the fucking back on camera? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? That's just fucking ridiculous. Are we a country of laws or aren't we a country of laws? Right? Now, like I said, the conversation that started afterwards, I'm all fucking for it. I can't afford health insurance. My father was screwed by the fucking whole system, right? I fell off a roof. I was fucking screwed by the fucking system. So don't talk to me about fucking having something against these fucking health insurance companies and denying claims for me and my back and denying me to try to fucking get an MRI and denying this and denying that, If anybody has a fucking say or a message in it, a stake in it, it's me. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not going to free somebody that shot somebody. What the fuck are we going to do that for? He's obviously fucking not mentally fucking well. But again, if you want to have the conversation about what that started and how that's, what's going on and how health insurance companies are screwing people and letting people die rather than cover their fucking surgeries and procedures, I'll have that fucking conversation all day long till I'm blue in the face, but I'm not freeing nobody that shot somebody in the fucking back of the head. That's just fucking stupidity. Anyways. Uh-oh. There it is. All right, so just a little bit more for this, please, and thank you.
Clemency for women now! Clemency for women now! Clemency for women now!
Good amount of people, guys. You know what I mean? It's just, again, to show that there's no overwhelming fucking mandate. Let's see if they get like a sky view anywhere. Let's see what she's got to say. Play.
United will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you.
Oh, I missed the message. Let's see if she go back. She seems like a firecracker.
Can we give it up one more time for Miss Kim?
Let's see here. Oh, Colleen. Hold on. Pause. Thank you, Colleen. Every fucking week, Colleen. You are a saint. You really are just an angel I appreciate that so much. Thank you very, very, very much. Not only for this, but your just continued contributions to this channel are just really, really special and appreciated. So, Colleen, thank you so much, and keep fighting, please. We can't do it without you. So, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So, yes, Tobias, very generous. Thank you so much. But yeah, I want to hear a little bit. I want to get an aerial view, and then I want to hear a little bit of the speakers. Here's a good view of how many, just the crowd that was there. And I could hit play.
Democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Oh, and hello to the people on Facebook for the time being, for now, and hello to the people on Twitch, and hello to the people on Instagram, and obviously hello to the people on YouTube. I always forget to say hi to the other platforms, and I appreciate you guys watching. We're on our way to, I think, I want to say 1,000 on Facebook or Twitch. It's one of the two. We're trying to get to 1,000 on both the platforms. That would be fantastic. I would really, really appreciate it if you have that app, or if you have that social media to follow me on there on Twitch. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys who are watching on there, and keep kicking ass, keep fighting. I do appreciate you. Don't think I forget about you, even though I forget to mention. What's that sign say? I ask no favor for my sex. All I ask of our brethren is they take care of their feet. They take their feet off our necks. Defend our democracy. I'm just reading some of the signs. Dude, it's not about you. Defend our democracy. Protect the rights. I'm going to say, what's that say? Where do I start? Can you see that one? Hold on. Hold on. How do I make it the whole screen for you? This one. This one over here. Right here. Oh, you can't see my mouse? That sucks. It's over to the right-hand side, right just underneath the Venmo. Where do I start? That's a good one. See the little girl? Appreciate that little girl. Privilege. Hold on. Oh, I can't see it now. I want to see that sign. Privilege is when you think. Shit, I can't see it. Privilege is when you think something is not a problem because it's not a problem for you. It's a good sign. I like that one. The further I want to hear some of the speakers now. Where were they? Up here? Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Good showing. Anybody just join us? We're watching the march in protest of Donald Trump's inauguration in Washington, D.C. This one is the one in Washington, D.C. I want a good aerial shot. They don't seem to be wanting to give the aerial shot here. Let's see here.
We come from lineages of luchadores, of freedom fighters, and we have defeated bigger bullies than this Trump pendejo.
Pendejo.
That's
I
right.
love it.
Translate for your friends.
This Trump pendejo. Does anybody know this woman's name? If they do, drop it in the chat, please, and thank you.
We will shield our immigrant family from abuses of their human rights. We will make sure that people get gender-affirming care and abortion pills, whatever laws they pass. And to our friends in Congress, we challenge you to have the courage that our communities have long demonstrated in the global fight for justice and liberation. We know where power lies, with all of you, with the people. And the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you.
Is she the only speaker? Can't be the only speaker, right?
We give it up one more time for Miss Kim.
Miss Kim. Who's Miss Kim? What's her last name?
Right there. She cusses too. I love that. Next up, we have Minnie. But baby, let me explain something to you. There is nothing small about the mission of reproductive rights. So can we please give a big, loud round of applause to our next speaker, Minnie.
Again, anybody just joining us, thank you very much for watching. We're just checking out the march yesterday in protest of Donald Trump's inauguration. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you watching us. Thank you so much. All right, it's a little soft. It's a little soft. Can barely hear it. She said the orange menace, something about showing resistance. Now I just can't hear anything. They cut her off. Now, if that's not a powerful sign, I don't know what is. If that's not a powerful sign, what's it say? Dear Brian, please apologize to Angus King for your disparaging remarks on Wednesday. He is a good guy. I have no idea who's Angus King. And what did I say about him? Please refresh my memory. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, but I mean, if you're not angry, you are not paying attention. Also, well, good sign. But I mean, come on. If that's not something that should get you going. Senator Angus King. I don't know. What did I say about Senator Angus King from Maine? The old man you said looked like Paul Newman. Is that disparaging? Paul, don't we like Paul? I like his movies. Oh, the Sam. Oh, come on. That wasn't disparaging. That was a joke. You can't handle a fucking joke. Can we get a little fucking more thick skin on the left here, please? Come on. Come on. This is why the fucking comedians all over the fucking world like, oh, Jesus Christ, we can't, you're going to get upset. Just take a joke. It was a fucking joke. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess if you're looking for somebody that's not going to make jokes, right, not going to try to make you laugh at some of this shit to make it a little more entertaining and not as fucking boring, you're in the fucking wrong place, right? Because I'm not going to do it for nobody. I have catheters to sell, and that's what I'm going to do. But come on, get a little more fucking get some thick skin. It's a fucking joke. But yeah, all right. So let's go on to Jesus Christ. Well, we got a lot. We really do. When I say we got some shit to get into today, we got some shit to get into because I think, how do I switch this back? This one? Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? There we go. Because, yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it. Thank you to the people that can actually take a motherfucking joke. Thank you. I appreciate it. But come on. Apologize. Like the guy saw it and is mad about it. All right. So, like I said, we got a lot to get into, a lot to choose from. Some clips from Mr. Greg Kelly. I think Don Jr. thinks he found aliens or UFOs or some shit. We'll get into that too. Not quite sure what I should do first though. Hey, let me first off, let me get rid of these so my computer's not lagging all over the joint. All right, which one's this? Oh, this is what I wanted to show. Oh, don't refresh. No. Be at the same spot. Be at the same spot. Nope. Never gonna happen. It was just never gonna happen. I think Newsmax and RSBN and OAN and all that both like already live for the fucking inauguration tomorrow. So I was watching the Newsmax and all the crazy shit that they were saying, and they were talking about free speech and how, free speech is going out the window, and they were using literal Nazis and videos from like American Nazis that were protesting back in the day for free speech. And I was trying to get that clip so we could play that, but didn't want to save for me. So we'll start with, we got some good stuff anyway, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We could do again, the fucking Greg Kelly stuff is funny. We could do the Russian army is running out of people for the meat grinder. I think we talked about that last week just a little bit. Yeah, but Greg Kelly thinks, we'll do this one first. We'll start with this one. Greg Kelly thinks, you guessed it, folks. You guessed it. What do you think was the major cause of the assassination attempt of Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania? What would you say was the cause? I'll give you a hint. It's got 3 letters. It's got 3 letters. Let's see if anybody can get it in the chat. I'll see if anybody can get it in the chat. 3 letters was responsible and the reason for the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. No, hold on. Let's see here. Yes, you guys are funny. Let me screen up just to make sure nobody got it before you guys. And let's see. First one, acumen. First one I see, acumen. DEI. You guessed it, brother. You guessed it. DEI was the reason for Donald Trump's assassination attempt. Now, let me just see if I can do this. I'm going to share this out. Oh, it's already playing. Shut up. Let's see here. Let me see if I can scroll down to, can you guys see it? Nope. Let me add it to the screen. Add it to the screen. Like that would be great. There we go. Let me get rid of this one. And here, check this out. Check this out. Can you see it on right here? Greg Kelly. Did DEI have a hand in the Trump assassination attempt in Butler? Are you shitting me? You have got to be fucking shitting me. I cannot wait to dive into this one. I cannot wait. So make sure you guys click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We go through a lot of shit like this. We try to pick apart every little piece of the pie we possibly can, from people like Greg Kelly, Glenn Beck, fucking Shapiro, Don Jr., all these motherfuckers, right? This is what we're here for. This is what we try to do. To the almost 600 people watching this, I really do appreciate it. I know you could be doing lots of other things on a Sunday afternoon, so I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's get into a little bit of Greg Kelly's take on why DEI
I am
had something
truly
to do
thankful to
with the
God for what's
assassination
about to
attempt.
happen on Monday. I always said that President Trump could win the election, but it would probably take miracles. And miracles have a habit of finding Donald Trump wherever he goes. It's astounding. It really is. What he overcame, what the country went through. Monday should be glorious. We're on our road to peace and prosperity.
Should have been, you know what I mean? It's just like, so many of these people were hoping to just go out and watch the inauguration outside with their other fucking insurrectionist buddies, and they just can't. I think Trump put out a letter. Did anybody see that? Let me see if I can pull that up for a second. Let's see here. Trump message to MAGA inauguration attendees. Let's see if I can pull this up. Trump speaks for no. Trump supporters. Trump to fire up supporters. Well, no. See, yeah, there's got to be it. I know he sent out a little thing that was like, basically, get a whole fucking hotel, watch it at a bar. You know what I mean? Let's see here. News. Capital. Switch rally plan. How to watch Donald Trump's victory rally times. Speaker music. No, I don't want to fucking think that. Let's see if this puts it out. How would that not? How can that not pull it up? I'm not sure, Tim. I am not sure. Sorry, I just responded to a text message I got. Trump put out a message. I'm probably not going to be able to find it. I don't know why. It was like reported on. You guys probably have seen it. Where it's basically just like, we're moving it inside. Fucking get a hotel wherever you can. Fucking, watch it at a bar. I think get a fine establishment where you could watch it. It's got to be in here somewhere. In his social media post, Trump said that various dignitaries and guests would be taken into the rotunda for the ceremony. It's unclear. Let's see here. Come on. What about the parade? Are the inaugural events still happening? If I chose not to go to the inauguration, can I get a refund? I'm not going to be able to find it. All right. We'll give up on that one. But believe me, take my word for it. He put out a message to his people that was just like, MAGA mad at Trump. Yeah, let's see this. Let's do this. I'm going to share this tab instead. MAGA mad at Trump for moving inauguration indoors. MAGAers are angry at Donald Trump after Donald Trump announced his inauguration is to be moved inside, causing many to be left out of the ceremony. Although the president-elect announced that some attendees could go to the Capital One Arena for a viewing party, many were prepared to brave the cold. Freezing cold temperatures and strong winds are expected to hit D.C. on Monday. Bullshit. Don't give me this fucking freezing cold temperatures. You know what I mean? Try to make it seem like it's 0 degrees in fridges. 22 ain't bad in the winter around here. That's a fucking nice day. It ain't that bad. You know what I mean? The last time an inauguration was moved inside was for Ronald Reagan in 1985 under similar forecasts. Let's see here. Did he repeat? I don't like it, Trump fan Ken. We all came the way out from Oklahoma. Now we're not getting to see it. We might as well have stayed home watching on TV. Let's see here. We're prepared for the weather. I want to see if he fucking put out that message. We have coats and we'll wear them. Already bought expensive hotels, rental cars, subway tickets, etc. One user wrote on X. What the fuck was that? What just happened? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. We the people were prepared for the cold. We want to see Trump in person. Rain, snow, sleet, warm, cold. It don't matter. Spent thousands of dollars in a hotel room. And now they aren't having an inauguration for the public. Another wrote, what the fuck? Come on, there's got to be more. Trump, secondary to be held inside. Dying. I just hate trying to find something on the internet that you cannot find when you need it. And you guys, I can't see the chat. I apologize, but you guys are probably already putting it in the chat 1,000 times. All right, we'll go back to this. I apologize. We'll go back to Greg Kelly. I know that's what you really want to see. I know that's what you really came to see. All right, Mouse. Where are you? Hello? Anybody? Uh-oh. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. We're back. My mouse wasn't working for a second. Share this tab instead. And we're off to the races.
A little bit of normalcy and maybe the pursuit of excellence, which will be so refreshing after we spent the past several years, the nonsense of race and gender and woke and all of that stuff. I am thankful to God. I'm also thankful to God for the weather. It's going to be so cold that they can't have it outside, 11 degrees. That will feel sub-zero in the wind chill. And folks will run the risk of frostbite if they show up. President Trump made the announcement on truth.
That is
only
hilarious.
the way that he can. The weather forecast for Washington, D.C. with the wind chill factor could take temperature.
This is hilarious. He thinks, all right, how many fucking rallies did we see? Right? How many outdoor rallies did we see in 100, 105, 107, 110 degree heat, right? Fucking where they ran out of water, people are passing out left and fucking right and center, right? Why wouldn't he, if you had that same mindset, right? If you had that same mindset towards the people in your fans or whatever the fuck you want to call them, wouldn't that carry over to other instances? Like if it was 110, wouldn't you be like, probably shouldn't have people out here for hours on end standing in the sun. Probably just not a good idea. Right? Just anybody? No. But do we honestly think it's for the people he moved us inside for? Come on. I got a bridge to sell you.
Into the severe record lows. There is an Arctic blast sweeping the country. This makes sense. I don't want to see people hurt.
Sweeping the country.
Or injured in any way. And it is dangerous conditions for tens of thousands of law enforcement, first responders, police canines, and
he's worried about the dogs. Oh, now he's worried about the dogs. If you're worried about the dogs, why the fuck would you have Kristi Noem anywhere near your administration? Right? If you care about dogs so much, you wouldn't have Kristi Noem in the administration anywhere. Let's see here. The tickets were resold for the inauguration. The inauguration tickets were free. People resold them on Craigslist. Of course they did. Of course they did. Yeah, so all right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Producer notes.
Even the horses. That might be my favorite part about this announcement.
The fucking horses. He's talking about the fucking horses. You gotta be shitting me now. You have got to be shitting me now.
And he is worried about the dogs and the horse.
Yeah, Greg. They're dogs, okay? I know you don't have much upstairs, not much retention there for you, but get it right, please. They're dogs.
Horses. Isn't that great? And also everybody else. I think he gives them the option of coming. Let's go back to the announcement.
Gives them the option of coming. I'm going to leave that one there.
Announcement, if you don't mind. Hundreds of thousands of supporters will be outside for many hours on the 20th. In any event, if you decide to come, dress warmly. I have ordered the inaugural.
Right. So what he's saying is I know there's going to be people outside anyway, but we're going to move it inside. You guys can stand out there and not see anything. Maybe we'll put up a screen or something. We know you'll be out there freezing because we just said, it makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. You know what I mean? He knows there's going to be a crowd outside. Why the fuck move it inside? It's not for the people, because otherwise you'd be telling them to just stay home. You know what I mean?
Inauguration address to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda.
Yeah. Yep. It's funny. This time they were like I said, it's a little strange for them to be going back in there. Anybody that steps foot in there. Again, are they letting fucking people in there that have been arrested for January 6th shit? What's happening here? Are we doing background checks on people in there? I want to make how many of these fucking lunatics are going to be letting in? There can't be that many of these people. Can't be that many fucking normies in there. All right. Can't be. Good bless.
It's going to be inside, and that's where
it's going to be inside.
It should be.
No, what? That's where it should be? No, it should be outside. Like the rest of them. What the fuck?
Not only for the weather, well, for security. Is the weather the real?
Okay. Right, here we go. Now we're really getting into it, right, folks? Now we're really getting into the meat of the matter. Is it really about the weather? Or is he worried that somebody's going to take a fucking poke at him? Why they don't just put up the plexiglass like he's done, like he did at his last, at the January 6th speech that he did, just before he sent everybody to the Capitol to make sure that was fucking ransacked, rampaged, and fucking, held hostage almost. But yeah. What do you got to say about that, Greg? Anything, buddy?
Real story. When Obama got
the rotunda only holds 2,000. No regular citizens will be in. Oh no, didn't he pull out a message saying that a few of them will? Everything that happens is confusing with this fucking administration, and this is going to be the way. This is the way it's going to go, guys. This is the way. Somebody's going to say one thing, somebody's going to contradict it right after. We're never going to know what the fuck's going on. Buckle the fuck up.
Inaugurated. And Kennedy, let's start with Kennedy. It was freezing cold. 8 inches of snow, 22 degrees.
Okay, so why would you bring this up to make Donald Trump look like an asshole? Right? if you're going to do this segment, like I just did, with the intentions of making Donald Trump look like an asshole, you're going to make Donald Trump look like an asshole. Greg, don't make me like you.
Degrees. Wind chill felt like 7 degrees. Obama, what was it?
So what are we talking
During
about? Is he going to try to say that they were putting people in danger?
the first inauguration, 28 degrees. Actually, yeah, it's going to be colder this weekend. But look, I think the real situation is security. And what happened?
So he's calling Donald Trump a liar. That's what this segment is. There's just no other way to take it. He literally read Donald Trump's message talking about the weather and how he's worried about the people, and now he's saying it's not about the weather, right? It's about security. Again, what I don't understand. What couldn't be stopped and saved with a little fucking couple 4 sheets of plexiglass? I don't know. Might even block the wind for the guy. Might be a little warmer in that little fucking cubicle that he's got running. The little plexiglass cubicle he's gonna need. But what the fuck is Greg like? Is this the Donald Trump's a lot? Hey, just to let you know, I know he said this, but it's actually about this. I want to know why he needs security and why he thinks plexiglass couldn't stop all of that.
In the 2024, 2 assassination attempts and not much time at all.
Where's my shoes? It's the where's my shoes assassination attempt. That should be how it's forever known as the where's my shoes assassination attempt. Only man in fucking history to get fucking grazed by plexiglass, think he got shot, and the first thing he thinks of is his fucking loafers. Oh shit. Where's my fucking shoes? You gotta be fucking shitting me.
For the rest of my life, I have the curse that I have little hands. Little hands. For the rest of my life, I have the curse that I have little hands. Little hands.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Sorry.
You can't mess around with this. July 13th, September 15th in West Palm Beach. Do we want January 20th, 2025 to be another day that goes down in history? I don't think so. You can't secure this outdoor venue. You can try, but you can't make it ironclad.
Greg, you know what I mean? Again, to think that now, in this moment, the people that were advocating for others to like go around the metal detectors. You got Donald Trump saying, why are there fucking metal detectors at all at his fucking January 6th speech? You didn't want nobody to have to go through the metal detectors. We know there were guns at January 6th. We know there was guns discharged on January 6th. Now all of a sudden it's like, everybody's got to go through the magnetometer. Everybody's got to go this way. Everybody's doing it. You got to go. It's important now. Now it's important. Before it wasn't so important, but now it's important.
Take a look at this picture, if you will.
I will. Take a look at it.
All right. That's a lot of people and a lot of space. I know he's going to have a...
What is that picture from? Who's speaking right there? That ain't Trump. Does anybody know it? Does anybody know what picture that's from? I mean, what inauguration that picture's from? In the chat? Can I zoom in on it? Let me see if I can zoom in on it. How do you zoom? Fuck. Zoom? How do I do that? I can't do that? All right, back to the chat. You guys know what I'm talking about? Altered photo, Obama. Who cares? I'm just asking. Jesus Christ. Settle down. Obama, the question mark. Obama. All right. So now with that in mind, let's again, do you think there's a reason why he's not showing Donald Trump's inauguration pictures? He's gonna do fucking Obama's. He's got to put up Obama's. Oh my God, what a slap. This whole fucking segment is a big slap in the face of Donald Trump. I love it. It's a big fucking smack right in the mug of Donald Trump, calling him a liar, right? Having to show Obama's inauguration. Oh, Jesus Christ. I pity these people.
Protected glass, right? He'll have the bulletproof glass. But back to that picture full, please.
Again, so what are we doing here? What are we talking about? What do you think? People are fucking going to sneak in with a rocket launcher? Right? You think there's going to be fucking RPGs in the crowd? What the fuck? Right? What is I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the issue here?
If you could, are they going to be able to secure, say, all of these buildings over here?
He's doing it with his pen. He's doing it with his pen. Do you see look at the pen? He's doing it with his fucking pen on the left side of the screen. What are we doing, Newsmax? What are we doing here? What is the budget? What are you guys working with? Let's put a camera on Greg's iPad and you can just point to it with your fucking pen. Holy shit. What is the dealio? That is amazing. Hold on. Let me get rid of this thing so it's not in the middle of my face. That is amazing. Look, Greg's, look, hold on. Look at his, where are you? Look at his pen. This is great. All right, Greg, continue. You got me.
Here, these are government buildings, tens of thousands of offices. Can the Secret Service really maintain total security? What about all the way out here on this?
Hence the plexiglass. Hence the big fucking thick panels of plexiglass. What are we shooting? What is this guy going to be doing? He's not humping a fucking tank onto a roof.
Skyline. There are weapons. There are all kinds of weapons that could actually fire a projectile that could hit conceivably the president. And this area over here,
the fucking plexiglass.
Here, you can provide a lot of security, but not complete security. And drones, we all know, are a serious risk. This is a little bit of a, all right, may not look like this. We know the Secret Service and
Ooh, it may not look like this. You think, Greg? Hey, Greg, do you think? Do you think? Hold on. Did you guys catch that one? Did you get? Hold on. Did you catch that one more time? I gotta get that one. I gotta get.
complete security. And drones, we all know, are a serious risk. This is a little bit of a, all right, may not look like this. We know the Secret Service.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is fucking too good. I need it one more. I need it one more time.
Not complete security. And drones, we all know, are a serious risk. This is a little bit of a, all right, may not look like this. We know the Secret.
It may not look like this. It may, guys, it may not look like that. Just so you know. Just in case you've been wondering. Just in case you're wondering. Just in case you watch, guys. Just in case you watch. You don't expect it to look like that, okay? Just don't expect it to look like that. It's just, that's not what you're going to see. Imagine saying that on a fucking news show. Supposed news show. Oh, I think I hurt my neck. I think I hurt my neck laughing. Oh no. That is fucking too good. All right, let's get back into it. Sorry. I can't look at the picture. I can't even look at it. It may not look like this.
Secret Service and law enforcement will be flying drones.
The funny thing is does he not think that the fucking like the FBI, the fucking why can't I think of the name right now? The Secret Service. Do you think they don't have drones? Right? Do you think they don't have shit that can like pick up drone activity in the area well before it gets into range? I mean, Greg's not giving the Secret Service and FBI enough credit here. Like a little bit of plexiglass and some fucking shit to make sure there's no drones in the air, and you're good. You're good, right? So is it? I don't know.
But what about the enemy? What about the bad guys? July 13th. We can't forget.
What about the bad guys?
Yeah. We also can't forget that the government, their irresponsibility played a huge role.
Irresponsibility
in what happened here. Now, ever since July 13th, he does have the bulletproof.
I'll get out on July 14th. I'm going to see my daddy on July 14th. Name the movie. Put the bunny back in the box.
Glass. And before, he did not have that bulletproof glass. He's going to.
No, you know what? He didn't have I don't think bulletproof grass was made yet, Greg. I'm not going to say definitively, but I'm not sure they had bulletproof grass. Last time. Here we go.
And before, he did not have that.
I sure can. Say hi to Rox. Oh, and her mom, Betty. Hi, Betty. How are you? I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got a little mother-daughter duo watching here today. Now I'm under some pressure. Yes, sorry. And I did forget, James, you got it right. I don't know if you got it first, but you did get it right. That is Con Air. Yeah, bulletproof grass. Here we go. Check it out. And thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. It's very nice of you, Betty, to join us. So thank you very much. Shout out to you. Let's just and Betty, I know what you're about to hear. You're about to hear somebody say that bulletproof grass is a thing, and I just want to let you know, Betty, it's not a thing. Okay. I don't know. I just want to make that very clear to anybody that's watching. I don't want any misinformation going out there. Bulletproof grass, not a thing. Just here we go.
Bulletproof glass.
One more.
Here. Now, ever since July 13th, he does have the bulletproof glass. And before, he did not have that bulletproof glass.
He got it right the first time. He couldn't do it twice. He couldn't do it twice.
Here. Now, ever since July 13th, he does have the bulletproof glass. And
got it right.
Before, he did not have that bulletproof glass.
I love it. I fucking love it. Only professionals, right? Only the most professional over at Newsmax. Here we go.
He's going to have it. He would have had it outside the Capitol, but it would not be enough. And you have to think about this.
It would not be enough.
Something called indirect fire. Yeah.
What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing here, Greg? What are we talking about? He's got a shoulder fired rocket on the screen. He's got a shoulder fired rocket on the screen. Like, where are we? Afghanistan? Where does he think this fucking inauguration is taking place? Yemen? Sudan? Where the fuck are we? Here. Syria? Why are you showing a shoulder fired rocket? Is that a javelin? Looks like a javelin to me, but let's see. Anybody in the chat? Oops, see how it says javelin. I'm going to go with that. I think it looks to me like a javelin, but I'm not 100% sure. But let's see why Greg Kelly thinks it's okay. I can't even take this seriously. He's talking about inauguration security, and he's got a javelin fucking missile on the screen.
Yeah, it could look like that. We have all kinds of weapons hanging around.
Yeah, it could look like that. Yeah, it could look. No, it actually couldn't look like that. If you think somebody could get that fucking weapon system within, I don't know, fucking 7 miles of that inauguration, I would be impressed. I would be fucking very impressed. Not obviously not advocating anybody to do it, but I'm just telling you, it's gonna be you're gonna have a hell of a fucking time trying to what are you gonna put that in? What are you gonna put that in? Right? What are we doing here? What are you talking about, Greg? What the fuck are you talking about? Did you hear him? Did you hear what he said? It may look like that.
Yeah, it could look like that. We have all.
It couldn't. It just couldn't. It just could not look like that and will not look like that. It just couldn't. That's fucking insane, ridiculous nonsense.
Kinds of weapons hanging around thanks to, well.
Yeah, tons of fucking javelins. I mean, you're tripping on javelins fucking in the streets. I tripped on 2 of them going to get some hair gel, right? You fucking, geez, the guy on the corner has 17 of them to sell. There's just javelins on top of javelins here, Greg. People are just literally tripping over them. I saw a guy that put wheels on one, stuck a fucking V8 on the front, and he's all set. He made a car out of a javelin. There's so many. It was good shit.
What happened in Afghanistan and the people coming in from
We're not in Afghanistan.
Mexico. But what about a mortar? You ever seen one of those?
Okay. All right. All right. A fucking mortar. A fucking mortar. What are we talking about, people? What the fuck? A mortar. I thought it couldn't get any fucking stupider. I thought it could not get any more fucking dumber than the javelin missile. I was wrong. He's talking about mortar rounds.
Hanging around thanks to, well, what happened in Afghanistan and the people coming in from Mexico. But what about a mortar? You ever seen one of those? Let's go ahead and roll the tape if we have it. It kind of goes up,
roll the tape.
Down.
He's going to roll the tape of a mortar. Okay, here we go. All right. You want to show the fucking mortar? You want to show? Two can play that game. Here you go.
Down, up and down.
Oh, wow. What just entertaining television this is. Did you hear Greg in the background? Up and down. Up and down. Yeah, I'll get out of the way so you guys can see it. Yeah. This is Greg Kelly's. Holy shit. I don't know if he made this or if he got this off the internet, but this is fucking classic. Hold on. This is classic shit right now. All right.
People coming in from Mexico. But what about a mortar? You ever seen one of those? Let's go ahead and roll the tape if we have it. It kind of goes up and down, up and down. You can fire that from possibly 6 kilometers away, lob a bomb into the crowd. It's possible.
How do you combat this bullshit? How do you combat this bullshit? Oh my God. Here we go. All right. Standard mortar in U.S. Army. We'll just look at that. The M224 mortar, okay? Let's see if I can share this tab instead for you. The M22 mortar is a lightweight company mortar system, smooth bore muzzle loading, high angle fire mortar used for close in support of the ground troops. It was deployed extensively in the war of Afghanistan by the U.S. military. Let's see here. M225 cannon, 14 pounds. M170 bipod, 15.2. see it. Mass crew barrel length, rate of fire, feed system. Let's see, in 2011, it improved them to. I want to see the weight it is, like the total weight of the entire thing. Got to be more than 14 pounds, right? Got to be. The M24, the lightweight mortar system, replaced the older World War II era 60 millimeter M2 mortar and the inaccurate M19 mortar and began fielding its prototypes in the mid 1970s. The Vietnam War M2s and M19s had an effective range of only 2,000 meters, 2,100 yards, basically, while the M224s were designed to fire all types of older ammunition and the primary rounds newer, longer range type like that out to 3,000, basically 3,500 meters and 3,800 yards. Let's see here. An improved MTO was brought into service into bipod assembly, M1 base plate, M1 auxiliary base plate. So that's all the stuff you need. But by reducing the number of the components and using lighter materials, the motor system weighs in at 37.5 pounds. There you go. 37.5 pounds, which is 20% less with a reduction of 9.3. So the other ones are heavier. So it's a 40-pound fucking, you get 40 pounds of shit, right? And then what's the round it fires? What's the round it fires? Let's see here. Rated for caliber, 60 millimeter. So then you got to fucking what? A crate of 60 millimeter fucking mortar rounds you're lugging around? What the fuck? What are we talking about? I can't even believe this is being discussed. I just cannot believe this is being. Greg Kelly is now trying to say the reason that Donald Trump moved his fucking inaugural ceremony inside is because of fear of mortar rounds. Mortar rounds. What are we doing?
You can't have this thing outside. And you know who got this thing going? The idea of having it inside because of these factors? Dan
That's too much. It's just too much, guys. That's fucking too much. He can't have it outside because of mortar rounds. Can somebody clip that, please? That section. That would be fucking fantastic if somebody could clip that and put that out on the internet. That needs to be seen by people. Donald Trump's not having a ceremony outside because of the fear of fucking mortar rounds. Isn't that something? Holy shit. You're watching Blood Politics. I'm Boston Brian. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, put it on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. Put it on all the socials, Insta, Facebook, whatever the fuck you want. Share it out to your family. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to all the contributions. Oh, as I say it, JF coming in strong. Read MLK's speech, The Three Evils of Society. I've read a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've read some of Dr. Martin Luther King's writings. I've heard him speak, obviously in videos and stuff. But yeah, very powerful stuff for anybody. It's a good read, to tell you the truth. So thank you. Oh shit. Did I lose it? Where'd it go? So thank you, JF. I really do appreciate it for your contributions. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. And I appreciate you joining in and hopping in the chat. And I appreciate the suggestion. I will absolutely do that. Thank you. Let's see here. And yeah, anybody, like I said, if I missed your super chat or your milestone, don't worry about it. All super chats will be read. Questions will be answered. Ask some questions too. That's kind of a thing. Maybe we could get into like different segments of the super chats and stuff. So if you have any questions or something like that, we'll do that at the end of the show. I kind of read through all the super chats and the milestones and the super stickers and all that stuff at the end of the show. So you will be recognized. So hang on. Make sure you stick around, and so your super chat will get read. And obviously, I read messages that aren't super chats too. I don't just only read super chats. Can't stand fucking channels that do that. Oh, Graham, thank you so much. And that's not the one I clicked. That one is. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate you. Can't wait to be great. Let's go. Let's go, Graham. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Pro-democracy community is the only stuff I share on Blue Sky. Well, I appreciate that. I will need some help. Yaakov Esharazan. Shit. That's a hard one. Yaakov. Right? I think I have that right. And I'm not trying to disrespect here. I'm trying to get it right. Yaakov, I think I got on that one. Give me how do I say the last? Esraze? Yaakov Esraze. Is that right? He says, yeah. All right, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. And I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to get it right. I like making making sure I get somebody's name correct so you're not feeling disrespected or anything like that. So I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy says, I am convinced that Trump wanted the inauguration moved inside because he is scared that the freezing cold weather and snow will mess up his hair. It's probably a lot of reasons, right? But I think mainly he knows that the crowd sizes, due to the cold weather, will be low, and they weren't going to be as big as he thought anyway, right? So not only do you have, listen, I don't think there's going to be as many people as you think. The pictures aren't going to look great. It's, the media is going to be all over it type thing. It's cold, so a lot of people aren't going to come because of that reason. Let's not even have to deal with that, and we'll move it inside, and we don't have to deal with like why the fucking whole, what do I call it? The hall there is just fucking empty next to the mirror pond pool. You know what I mean? So I think he's trying to avoid that whole media spectacle of not that many people there. That's basically it's. I think it's just that simple, really, to tell you the truth. Thank you, Yakov. I appreciate it. You're all good. Thanks for your proto-democracy for your content. We need it. Fist bump. Right back at you, brother. Right back at you. Appreciate it. Hi, Lokera. How are you? Appreciate you guys. All right. So I don't know if I have any more of patience for Greg Kelly. Let's see what else I can get into here. Let's see here. We did the march. Talked about Greg Kelly. Oh, this is a good one. All right, we'll start on this. We'll start on this. The world's, I'd say, let's see, the world's least entertaining nepo baby crackhead to ever have a podcast. We'll get into that. And I think what did it say? 816 is where I go in. 836 is where I want to pop in here. And I do apologize if it's a commercial. There are so many fucking commercials on Rumble. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go to 836. I'm going to share this tab instead. I'm going to make sure you guys can see it. That's all you can see because you can't see me. There you are. That's not what I want, though. We'll do it that way. Yeah, so everybody's favorite nepo baby, incredibly not entertaining crackhead, Don Jr., thinks he found aliens, I think. Let's see here. If I can get out of, okay, can I scroll down out of this? What's happening? Oh, it's down here. The title of it is Out of This World, Breaking News Investigation on Secret Alien Aircrafts, live with Ross Coulthart and Louis Elizondo. None of those people I know. I'm really happy that I don't know that. Thank God. So let's get into Mr. Nepo Baby Crackhead, not entertaining man, and see what he has to say here. Sorry. Full screen it so you can see it, and we'll play. I knew it right off the fucking bat.
Introducing the Ungun, a non-lethal self-defense platform.
Fuck up.
Lightweight and
Shut
simple
the fuck
to use.
up.
It uses an
Shut the
easy-to-load
fuck up.
5
Okay.
Watch this before drinking
Jesus
plant-based
Christ
milks.
almighty.
Oat milk latte.
Protein notes almost exactly.
aircraft
Here
retrieval
we go.
program. The journalist, Ross Coulthart, who will be here in moments, is unveiling a years-long investigation, including interviews with special operation whistleblowers, okay? People who actually have seen these things, who have come out.
Okay. He sounds like fucking Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon. Okay. Guys. Okay.
We're finally now talking about one of the greatest mysteries, perhaps, of modern time, wondering if there is extraterrestrial life. Here's a clip laying out some
That is a
of what
fucking
he's found.
Shut up. That is a fantastic fucking name. AI Jesus. I like it. Thank you, brother. Well, sister, appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's a great name. I love it. All right, let's go.
Tell me about the moment when you realized that you were involved in a retrieval of non-human technology, alien tech.
All right, so in case anybody's hard of hearing, he's asking about the time he was involved in the retrieval of non-humans, right? Let's see what he has to say, because I'm sure this guy isn't fucking whacked out of his mind for some reason.
So it became very clear the first time our communication process and procedure was modified. And then just...
Okay, so he's right off the bat, he's a thumb, right? There he is right there, yeah. If you just drew a face, if I had a pen right now and just drew a face on my thumb, that would be him. That's him right there. Let me see. I'll turn my head. I said head. I'll turn my thumb just a little. There he is right there. Can I get it? Do I have a pen? Let's see. Yeah. What's his eyes? His eyes are big. So we'll go big. This is the content you guys. This is the content you guys popped in for. And so you got this little scowl going to his mouth, right? And then he's got no hair on the top, and he's got a little big nose going on, a little nose going on. There he is. So that's just there's the guy there's the alien guy right there. Here he is. All right, here we go. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Just visually looking at the object on the ground, you could tell that it was extraordinary and anomalous. It was not human.
How close did you get?
Well, I was a helicopter.
Oh, Peter! Let's go. Way to go. Shit. How do I get it? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Peter! Let's go, brother. Appreciate you, man. Trump got the votes phase 1. Catering to his ultra donors is phase 2. Guess what phase 3 is? Anyone. Let's see here. Trump got the votes phase 1. Catering to his ultra donors is phase 2. Guess what phase 3 is? Anyone. So we got votes, donors. What would be the third one in that case? Any guesses in the chat? What are we thinking? So Peter says that Trump getting the votes was the phase 1. Getting the money from his donors or catering to the donors is phase 2. What's phase 3, do you guys think? Global control, says Tiffany. Let's see here. Anybody else? Land grabs. Screw the rest of us. Breaking the law. Hit me, Peter. You got to hit me. Let us know. What's step 3? What's step 3? Continuing the grift. Phase 3 is the apocalypse, oligarchy, destroying America, profit, dictatorship, looting the treasury, Musk's money, playing golf. What do you think, Peter? Joy Eldred, thank you so much. A royal big bird. Let me know what you guys think. I haven't seen Peter. Give me the third. Now I'm just curious. Deadly curious. Rocks. Dictator, cheaper eggs, killing Social Security. Let's see here. All right, Jesus. Fuck Christ. I believe. Oh, gee, I did it all right. I did it as you're saying. So stupid. Sorry. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate it. I believe Orange Poop Clown is afraid of protesters. Ooh, that's a good one too. It disrupting its bigliest day. F you, clown. That's a good point. That's a good point. Less opportunities for protests and stuff. Great point. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate it. Let's get back into this nut job. I'll keep checking the chat for what Peter says.
Pilot, and I operate with 150 foot to 200 foot long line. So I got within 150 feet of this object.
What did you see?
I saw an egg, a white egg.
Was there any visible propulsion system on it?
A white egg. So do you think the guy was maybe dreaming about breakfast, perhaps? Did he just ask if there was a propulsion system on the egg?
No, not what we would know. There's no engine. There was no thermal signature. I was operating at night when I finally came in to pick it up. So I'm working under night vision goggles at the time. And it was quite clear. I flipped them up, flipped them down, and looked at it a couple of different ways.
How did you know that egg-shaped object was non-human in origin?
Now, visually, after seeing all kinds of things in my past, it was clearly something that was ridiculously looking. It's inconsistent with.
Right. So, which clearly points to extraterrestrial. Nothing's really making sense so far. He just said that he saw an egg, and he's described absolutely nothing else besides the fact that it looked like a white egg.
Anything I'd ever seen before. I can also tell you that the reaction by my team, we all knew we were dealing with something extraordinary.
And at no
Okay, but extraordinary isn't extraterrestrial. That's why there's two different words for those things.
Stage were you ever subsequently told that the craft was of non-human origin?
I will tell you that during this process over the last couple of years, it's been confirmed to me by ranking members of the UAP task force that what we were working with that night was in fact an HI, and it was not a unique experience.
What do you say, an HI? HI, human intelligence?
And that's not all, guys. The whistleblowers
Guys, okay,
are saying
guys.
something that seemed literally unimaginable not too long ago. We are not alone.
All right, first of all, it was not unimaginable. People imagine it all the fucking time and have for years. I mean, just what are we talking about? The big heyday of the rockets and aliens in the 50s, right? And shit. What the fuck are we talking about? In the 60s, people loved talking about UFOs and aliens and spacecraft, and look at all the movies and shit that came out, the books that came out. What's this guy talking about? People have been imagining this for years.
Check this out.
Oh, Jesus.
Known this.
How long have you known you're fucking crazy, man? How long, honestly, how long have you known you're a fucking nut? Did you know before you came in? Or is it something you're finding out now? Because I really like to know why you think you saw an egg and then turn that into an alien. Because that's fucking nuts, mate. Honestly, it really is.
Secret about unidentified anomalous phenomena being of non-human origin.
For more than 10 years, we did recover things that were exotic in nature in the sky, and we know they were classified craft, and we recovered them and took them back to where they go.
Okay, classified craft could be experimental aircraft, could be experimental drones. The army could be working on something. The fucking, you know what I mean? It could be anything that the military does not want the public or, enemies or prying eyes to see, know about, or anything like that. So you got to go out. If something happens, if it crashes somewhere, go out, retrieve it, and bring it back so as not to have the public stumble upon it and say, what's this fucking special aircraft that people are working on? Like, remember that time where it happened? The guy found, you guys know all the stories.
Go.
Now that is clearly technology that is certainly not known.
I got within 150 feet of this object.
We are not alone.
150 feet in the dark. I know he said he had night vision goggles on. But he's not saying that it did anything. Did he say it took off? He didn't say it fucking hovered. It moved. He didn't say anything.
We are not alone.
Guys, we're going to cover a lot of
guys
around here. So joining me now to explain so much more about what he's learned, investigative journalist and correspondent for News Nation, Ross Colt Hart. Ross, thank you so much for being here.
G'day, Don. It's good to
G'day, mate. G'day. Good day to talk about the aliens, mate.
join you.
So, I mean, this is a groundbreaking story. We've been seeing,
It's a groundbreaking story that nobody's fucking heard. Just honestly. Has anybody heard about this story before in the chat? Is this something that was like well known? Is this a big breaking story that I've just been left out of?
sort of photos over the last few years definitely started backing up a lot of what we're hearing. But perhaps this is the biggest story of your career. I know it's been a long
fucking pitiful career, I guess.
Journey getting to this point. Can you lay out this investigation and really the most shocking findings?
You know, it's funny, Don, I'll actually attribute something to you. One of the reasons I got my curiosity twigged about this story was because of an interview you did with your dad before the last election where he ran for president. And I think you actually asked him about Roswell, and he indicated at the time that he knew something.
I was just going to say, these motherfuckers, this guy's dad was in the White House for fucking 4 years, right? Do you not, like, if you were that curious about it, wouldn't you have some fucking answers, right? Wouldn't you have just a little bit of fucking information? Or are you going to leave it up to people that haven't had access to, I don't know, classified information? You know what I mean?
But he didn't go any further. And it made it very, very clear to me that whatever your dad knew, he hadn't been given the full story, because by that stage, I knew about the retrieval program. And I think the most disturbing implications of this, and we explore this at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday night in the News Nation story, what we will be doing is revealing how presidents haven't been told this. Congress hasn't been told this. It's been withheld from the public's knowledge. And to some degree, allegations of a covert group of people, if you like.
Here we go. Here we go. The deep state. Didn't take long for that to happen, right? Didn't take long for the deep state to come into it. This elite group of people that just don't want you to know about the aliens.
A deep state, essentially.
Yeah. All right. Everybody drink. Everybody drink. If you're just joining us because it's a Sunday, you know, we're just trying to have some fun. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. Whatever the fuck it is. But we drink every time somebody says DEI or the deep state or something like that. You know, one of those fucking buzzwords. We drink. Right now I'm sick. Otherwise it would be a Heineken. But whatever you got, please take a sip.
Actually doing things outside of congressional scrutiny. It's real. It's damn real. And it's quite scary.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of the biggest stories ever. I know, you know, that was
biggest stories ever. The biggest stories ever. These people are fucking delusional. Absolutely fucking delusional. You have got to be kidding me. The biggest story ever.
Was during, you know, right before the 2020 election, and I asked him that question because it literally was, to me, that was more important than, you know, who the shooter on the grassy knoll was. Like, is there other life? Yeah, he definitely gave me a little bit of a look like, you know what?
So you got none of that information, right? Nothing. He's got nothing for us.
I mean, maybe we'll get to this later, but I don't know if it was enough for what.
That's all right, Spock. Dry January is all right. I took a sip of a Coke. I got Coke, Pedialyte, and some water here, which I should probably drink more of, to tell you the truth. Make sure everybody's drinking your water. Drink your water. Whatever you got. You know what I mean? Don't matter. Tea. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. As long as you're here, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button too.
What people want to hear, but you know, that doesn't surprise me. We've seen so much of that where whether it's my father or I'm sure Joe Biden or other presidents, you know, that deep state sort of gives someone enough information to get the answer that they want, but not all of the information to get the answer that perhaps that person would actually give if they actually had all of that information. So, you know, that's pretty fundamental. And it's sort of strange, again, that the unelected bureaucrats have this kind of information, but we don't even have the ability to decide whether it's something that should perhaps be made clear to the public.
Well, in this case, we're going to make it very clear, Don. Basically, the public has been lied to. I'm
Oh, yeah, we've been lied to, folks. We have been lied to, which means that his father lied to us, right? Because he was president for 4 years and didn't tell us any. So that's what he's saying. Again, basically everything I've played on this show so far is people that are trying to make Donald Trump look good, but are actually making him look like a liar and an asshole, which is, again, beautiful for me. I like it.
Shocked as a journalist that the mainstream media have failed in the main. They've allowed themselves to be led by the nose by people in the national security state, the different intelligence agencies that have frankly
fucking Nazis
misled and lied the public for years. And what we're revealing is first-hand evidence from people who are top-level trained tier 1 military operatives, patriots, men who love their country with a passion, but who understand also that there's an accountability problem here, that there are faceless people inside the...
Oh my God. I thought you were going to talk like about aliens and stuff. He's just talking about fucking the deep state and people that won't tell you shit. Give me some fucking alien stuff.
National security bureaucracy who have taken it upon themselves to conduct the expenditure of they say and know are alien vehicles.
I mean, I think that's a really big deal.
And also that there's and in other cases, they appear to have landed freely. And this is something
they have landed freely. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
That's been going on in secret for years, possibly decades. And I, for the life of me, do not know why people in the national security establishment think that they continued colluding to conceal this from the public and, frankly, lying to the public. I mean,
come on, more alien information.
November, we were assured in a presentation to Congress by one.
Oh, good Lord, I'm out. All right, I'm done with this guy.
Out there engaging with.
Does he talk to him the whole time?
An excuse. I had a conversation recently with somebody who has a lot of gold braid on their shoulder. And I said to them, sir, is there any good reason why the public can't know that there is a non-human intelligence engaging with this planet? And he laughed at me and he said, Ross, go for it. And he encouraged me to do this story.
Yeah.
And
So now you're saying that they aren't telling you, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why did I have to click on that part? The whole time he's talking about a deep state that was lying to everybody, wouldn't let the information out. Now he just said he talked to an officer in the military, has brass on his shoulder. He said gold braids, which means the gold braids on the military uniform. And then the guy said, yeah, fuck it. Go ahead. Go whatever you want, dude. Go ahead. Write the book, write your stories, whatever, fucking have your heart. Eat your heart out. Fucking let's go. Like, it makes no sense to anything that he was just saying. It just totally contradicts the fact that he's trying to say that people aren't, you know what I mean? It just, the whole thing is fucking ridiculous.
I said to him, if there's a good reason why I shouldn't run this story, please tell me. And that's exactly what my friend, the whistleblower, Jake, has done. He's done entirely the proper thing. These
California, Oregon, right? Same issues that we're seeing overseas with some of our joint bases, like in the UK, where they're having drone issues, right? Call them drones, call them whatever you.
Yes. All right. Here we go. A little bit of drone talk. I knew there was somehow the drones were going to be to blame on this one.
Bottom line is the administration's response to that is, well, they're not ours. They're not enemies. We don't know whose they are, but nothing to worry about here, folks. Let's just go ahead and turn the page, and they're all being flown lawfully. You do not shut down military airspace because someone is flying a drone lawfully over your.
No, you do when there's fear of the drone hitting an aircraft, a fucking a $500 drone hitting an $18 million plane or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I think they were rightly worried about where people were flying those things. So better to kind of ground the planes for now until we figure out what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? I don't think that's out of the question at all.
Your airspace over your airbase. So we've got a problem, and I think Ross is absolutely right.
All right. Sorry, hold on. Which button is it? This one? This one? This one? This one. I'm done with that guy. I can't take it. Fucking, I like when Don Jr. is being stupid like he always is, but now he's got people on there that are just literally out of their minds. It's not as fun. So let's get into this one. I'm going to go here. I'm going to share this tab instead. I'm going to bring this down for you guys, and I'm going to do this button. All right. So, you know how we've been talking on this show. Maybe I could do this one. Make it big for you. You know how we've been talking on this show about, Donald Trump's administration, who he's trying to bring into the White House, some of the players, let's say in his cabinet and the nominations he's picked, and we've talked about a lot of them: Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth. There's a lot of them that we could go down the line, and one of them that we've called out rightly is Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard, supposed ex-Democrat who made a transition to the right a few years ago and has been pretty much using the fact that she was a Democrat at one time as her weapon, the ammunition against the left, and why the right-wing conservative media would have her on TV time and time again and put the D next to her name while she's talking shit about Democrats. We've also rightly called out her dealings with Bashar al-Assad. We've rightly called out her dealings with reading and consuming Russian propaganda and then spreading said Russian propaganda. So this article shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but I do think it's something that we should cover, because the amount of money that these people are making to go on Fox News, to go on whatever, Newsmax, whatever the fuck they're doing, and spread their bullshit is outrageously fucking astronomically high. Okay. These people are getting rich beyond belief by just making a few appearances on camera to spread Russian propaganda. And this is beyond whatever fucking backdoor dealing she has with Assad and Putin and whatever the fuck. So let's get into this article just a little bit. We'll learn. This article tells you a lot about Tulsi Gabbard, because she's like, I don't know why some of these people do this, because they all have to, show their, bank statements. They have to show their records. They have to do a deep check. So I don't know why a lot of these people would even put this information out there, because it's not fucking good information to have people know this. It's really not. So let's get into the article just a little bit. Tulsi Gabbard brought in over $1.2 million as a MAGA celebrity filing show. Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence also has investments in Rumble, Tesla, and crypto. Okay. The Director of National Intelligence, the potential Director of National Intelligence, has stock in Tesla, Rumble, and crypto. No, fucking let that sit in your throat. So Tulsi Gabbard, President-elect Donald Trump's pick for National Director of Intelligence, brought in over $1.2 million last year as a MAGA surrogate, according to financial disclosure released Saturday. The former Democrat turned conservative superstar made just under $300,000 in advance for her book, For Love of Country, Leave the Democrat Party Behind. Nearly $200,000 as a Fox News contributor. This is the one that really gets me. This is the one that really gets me, guys. Right there. That's the one that really gets me. $200,000 to be a Fox News contributor. What the fuck? Right? I mean, I'm sure we know we've been saying for a long time they get paid and for these, but I don't know. I just can't see how it could possibly be that much money you make for going on fucking Fox News. I don't. Did she have a show or something? Her own show? I don't understand that. That's a fucking shit ton of money. And this is, again, the company that was forced to pay out almost 900. What was it? 900? How much was it? Now I fucking forget. I don't want to say it wrong. It was almost $1 billion, right? It was 878 million for the Fox News lawsuit. Sorry, I blanked on that one. That's my apologies. I think it's something up like that, 878 million, something like that. Almost $1 billion for their lies against Dominion and against the for the 27, 787. All right, thank you. I was saying it backwards. My apologies. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rox. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. You guys are always, like I said, there's always somebody in the chat or multiple people in the chat that are just far more knowledgeable, right? Just far more knowledge. There's always somebody smarter in the chat, which is why I defer to you guys. And I always say, listen, I'm not up here teaching you guys. I'm up here learning with you guys. So we're learning this together right now. I'm not like preaching or teaching or anything. So Tulsi Gabbard left the Democrats, became a fucking Republican. Now she's a diehard MAGA fucking supporter. Putin, Bashar al-Assad connections, Russian propaganda connections, and now we're learning she's got over $200,000 just from her Fox News appearances, nearly $120,000 as a media contributor for the right-wing American Center for Law Enforcement. Sorry, excuse me. Not law enforcement. That would be something different. She made $120,000 as media contributor for the right-wing American Center for Law and Justice, and more than $170,000 for over a dozen speaking engagements, including at the Heritage Foundation. Now, where have we heard the Heritage Foundation before? Where have we heard? Let's see. Heritage Foundation Project 20. Money. See here. The Heritage Foundation's Project 2025 included a detailed blueprint for the next Republican president to usher in a sweeping overhaul of the government. So yes, indeedy, folks. Where you've heard the Heritage Foundation before is in direct connection with Project 2025. Remember that thing we were talking about that, basically said you got to replace everybody in the fucking government with people that have their views aligned with the president. Won't say no to the president of the United States. that thing, it said much more. That's just one of the things that it did. But that's where the Heritage Foundation comes into play on that one. So let's see here. That's in addition to the nearly $415,000 the former Hawaii Congress member pulled in from her businesses, Tulsi Media LLC and TOA Studios LLC, and her podcast, The Tulsi Gabbard Show. Ian Gabbard is also financially invested in the cause. The filing show with $100,001 to $250,000 in stock in each the MAGA, each in the MAGA streaming site Rumble and Tesla. So she's got between 100. I don't know why they don't just give the exact number. I don't know why you don't give the exact number, right? What is the point of this? It's like when Donald Trump's I got between $1,000 and $1 million in that stock, somewhere in there. It's like, what the fuck? So she got between $100,000 and $250,000 in both Rumble and Tesla. Let's see here. She also declared $1,000 to $15,000 in Apple stock, $15,000 to $50,000 in Nvidia, and $50,000 to $100,000 in Texas real estate fund. Okay, that's a shitload of fucking dough for a Hawaii congresswoman, right? Are we being serious here? We're talking about money in politics, how to get money. Now you wonder why these people don't want to fucking leave till they're 174 years old, right? Gabbard holds between 18,000 and 95,000 in crypto. Like, what kind of fucking, what is that? Between 20 and a billion, whatever. I get somewhere in there. Gabbard holds between 18 and 95,000 in crypto, with most of that in Bitcoin and smaller amounts of Kronos, Solana, and Ethereum. The DNI nominee, whose state confirmation hearing has been delayed, took out $250,000 to $500,000 on a mortgage on a personal residence last year. In a separate filing, Gabbard pledged to divest from Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, and crypto. She also said that Tulsi Media would cease engaging in any business once she is confirmed, for as long as she is the director of national intelligence, and will transfer her interests in TOA Media to her husband. Oh, there we go. Okay. So fucking here. Basically, it's just, okay, you do. I'm going to put that. So dumb. She's just put it in her husband's name. Nothing's going to change. She said she would also stop working on her podcast and would resign from 8 entities, including a handful of fundraising groups, the American Center for Law and Justice, and the celebrity advice platform Menendez. What are the chances that happens? What do you think the chances she actually gives up, what'd she say, her 8 entities? In the ethics agreement, Gabbard said she previously resigned as contributor for Fox News and would have a, quote, covered relationship, end quote, with the network for 1 year, under which she, quote, may receive written authorization to participate personally and substantially with Fox. What the fuck does that mean? In the ethics agreement, Gabbard said she previously resigned as a contributor for Fox News and would have a covered relationship with the network for 1 year, under which she may receive a written authorization to participate personally and substantially with Fox. I don't know what the fuck that means. But the point of the matter is the amount of fucking money that just a congresswoman, and what, she got a podcast, right? Like, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Nobody even knows her podcast exists, right? I'm sure she's not pulling in huge numbers on the fucking Tulsi podcast. But why? This is what we mean when we get money out of politics. Why Fox News is allowed to pay our politicians $250,000, $400,000, whatever the fuck it is, to come on and just spew their fucking bullshit. I can see if they're talking about a bill or some legislation they're trying to pass, but you're on there talking about woke and fucking this and DEI bullshit. Why are you getting paid for that? Why? Makes absolutely no fucking sense to me whatsoever. It's just why anybody would be allowed, like, why our government allows the politicians in there to make money off of going on, what is easily looked at to be a fucking right-wing propaganda network, considering they had to pay almost $1 billion in damages for the lies they told about the 2020 election. Our politicians shouldn't be allowed to go anywhere near that fucking channel, if you really want to know. That's just my fucking view. And then on to the next story, because I don't want to piss anybody off too much. We got which one should we go with? We'll go with this one. Share this instead. Make sure you can see it. I'm in the way, but I'll put it up. There we go. So this asshole, rebuffed by Biden, Senator Bob Menendez seeks a pardon from Trump, right? Coming to kiss the ring, baby. Coming to kiss the boot. Let me kiss that boot. Let me lick them golf shoes. Get me out of this mess. The New Jersey Democrat is facing potentially years in prison after he was convicted on federal corruption charges in July. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking... Honestly, he's probably got a couple fucking gold bars in his stomach somewhere hidden. Never know with that guy. Allies of former Bob Senator have approached the White House on his behalf multiple times since the fall to see if President Joe Biden might be willing to pardon him. According to 4 people familiar with discussions, left with the impression that he won't receive a pardon from Biden, as he shouldn't, Menendez has now shifted his focus onto President-elect Donald Trump. 3 people familiar with the discussion said Menendez told people close to him even before the November election that he might have a better chance of securing clemency from Trump. 2 people with direct knowledge of his comments said, and in recent weeks he had discussed with people close to him whether he might be more successful with Trump if he sought a sentence commutation rather than a full pardon. 3 people familiar with the discussion said Menendez is facing potentially years in prison after he was convicted last year in July with federal prosecutors. Convicted on federal corruption charges in July with federal prosecutors last week, recommended a sentence of at least 15 years. Menendez, who pled not guilty to the charges, resigned from the... Oh, Jesus. Hold on. 1 sec. 1 second. Producer note. I just suppose if you were able to please help out business. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Can I somehow... Can I put that in the chat? Let's see. All right, guys, just real quick. Side note. Oh, I'm gone. Side note. We'll do this one. All right, so can I get just a little, blow whistle, everybody's attention? Bring it in. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. Everybody. Lobsters, Bryantologists, bring it in. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to politely ask you guys if you could you find it in your heart to donate to a good cause. Our awesome mod, Tanya Ferry, would like to know if, the people of this community could maybe help with her mom's funeral expenses. We all know how much, a funeral costs nowadays for the family and how tough it is to deal with that at a time where you're grieving at the same time. So if I could, her Cash App is $GAG. I'll put it in the chat for you guys and I'll put it on screen. Here, let me do this. Give me a second. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Let me do this. GAGAUV4. Now, is this? I think that's what it is, right? So I'm going to put this in. Cash App right here. Link it, please. Hold on, Mel. Okay. All right. Hello? Is there a link? All right. No, that's fine. People are just asking. Peter said link it, please. So I was just curious if we could. All right, bye. You get it all here behind the scenes, guys. You get it all behind the scenes. So if you're able to help her, please, our dear friend, awesome mod Tanya Ferry with funeral expenses. Her mom, her Cash App is on the screen. I personally vouch this is 100% legit. And yes, again, I don't want anybody to think this is some ploy, some side scam here. But I think it would be very nice if we could get the community together. Just a little bit of help, whatever it is you guys could toss in, that would be absolutely fantastic. And again, Tanya, we love you. Thank you very much for your hard work and your time and your energy and your efforts in the chat. And honestly, just in our fight against fascism, against authoritarianism, against trying to fight for women's rights and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate it. And I'm very, very sorry. Again, my condolences to you. And if you need anything, please let us know. That would be fantastic. Thank you guys. Thank you, lobsters, Bryantologists. Now we, here in the house of Bryantology, we like to get our community together and get our Bryantologists in here. And we'll get everybody together to help a single soul if we need to. We're going to lift up our community and raise it to the heavens, raise it to the sky. We're going to make it rain with help. We're going to rain on Tanya with help. So that's what we do here. That was a Bryantology. But yeah, thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming together. I appreciate you guys watching. I know, again, like I say, how can I donate? Yvonne said you go right to if you have Cash App, the Cash App was put in the chat a few times. And if you don't, it's really easy it's not that hard to download, but again, if you have it, please think about it. If you don't, then, it's up to you. But thank you very much. Are you talking to me, Mel? All right. We'll get back into this one. I apologize. Let me see. You're gonna have to make it big so you can see it. There we go. Let me take this one out. Go back to this one. Where'd I leave off? Let's see. Menendez, who pled guilty, I already said that. Biden and Menendez, both Democrats and former chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, are not particularly close. Their relationship has been contentious at times, with disagreements over high-profile issues such as Iran and, more recently, over Biden's willingness to move toward Republicans on immigration policies, which Menendez called truly shameful. Menendez let's see, what's that all about? Trump says he will be making major pardons for January 6th. Yeah, fuck off. Let's see. Does this actually explain what Menendez did? Because it's actually kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny that he thought he was going to get away with it. After a jury found Menendez guilty in July on charges that he accepted bribes, including cash and gold bars, to benefit the governments of Egypt and Qatar, as well as extortion, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and acting as a foreign agent. Menendez's wife, Nadine Menendez, was also charged and pled not guilty. She will be tried separately after the jury verdict. Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, whose office prosecuted the case, said that years of selling his office to the higher bidder have finally come to an end. Trump and his allies have repeatedly claimed he was prosecuted by a weaponized Department of Justice, which two Menendez allies said the former senator could use to curry favor with the president-elect and argue he was too prosecuted by a corrupt DOJ. They said it could also be used as justification for Trump if he were to pardon Menendez. That's the story right there. That's how this is how Menendez is going to get into, the pocket of Donald Trump. That's what he's going to try to do right there. That's what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to listen, boss, me and you, we're the same thing happened to me, happened to you. We got a weaponized DOJ crawling up our asses, telling us we can't accept gold bars from Qatar. Telling you can't fucking storm the Capitol to stop a fucking free and fair election? Who's telling you can't send a mob of people that end up with death? What the fuck? If I want to accept a bag full of cash from fucking Egypt, I should be able to do so. But because we have a weaponized fucking system over there, and Merrick Garland thinks he's a fucking law enforcement agent or something, thinks he can fucking, enact the laws of this fucking country on us. He's a piece of shit. So why don't we fight together? You give me a pardon, I'll get out and I'll fight for you. I'll fundraise for you. I'll be like Ted Cruz. I'll fucking be on that phone so fast trying to raise money for you. Ooh, baby. So that's, Bob Menendez is going to try to sweeten fucking the pot. He's going to try to fucking buddy with him. Oh man, no, you have been so poorly treated and mistreated. Oh, look at what they're doing to you and your family. It's amazing. Look at same things happening to me. Same things fucking happening to me. Bunch of fucking weirdos, if you ask me. People don't care. These motherfuckers, they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? He's thinking about one thing and one thing only, and it's not fucking serving his fucking time, paying his pen. You know what I mean? It's how to get the fuck out of there. And not have to deal with any accountability for the crimes he fucking committed. Bob can get fucked, and I hope he stays in prison. I hope he stays there. That's all I got to say. All right. Next story. Let's see here. We were going to talk about how the Chinese vice president is going to the fucking inauguration. Let's see here. And people are going to talk about, oh, TikTok. Geez, TikTok's so terrible. It's so terrible. There we go. Let's share this tab instead. Go to here. Go to here. Which one is it? This one? You think I'd know it by now. Come on. Boom. All right, there we go. Big enough for you. United States VP elect. Oh, come on. No, I don't want an ad. Whatever that is. Meets with Chinese counterpart ahead of inauguration. So it's not like he's just going to, he's not just going to attend. Like, this is a fucking full-blown, how can we fucking, I guarantee it was so friendly. Let's see. Vice President J.D. Vance met with the Chinese president, President Han Xing, on Sunday, one day before he and President-elect Donald Trump will be sworn into office. Vance and Han discussed an array of topics, including fentanyl, balancing trade and regional stability. The Trump-Vance transitional team said in a statement. Trump invited Chinese President Xi Jinping to attend the inauguration. After winning last year's presidential election, Xi has sent Han in his place. Imagine that. Think of how many deaths Xi Jinping is responsible for. And you can put COVID to the side. You could put, 15 million deaths in China? We'll put those to the side if you can even fucking fathom doing that, right? Let's just think about the Uyghurs. Just that. How many fucking Uyghurs is he responsible for killing, right? How many people have starved in China because they can't get the fucking food and the resources they need? Is it fucking all over? No. Like Russia, you got the big cities that have the fucking, the resources and the stores that you need, somewhat. But everybody's talking about, how this bad Chinese Communist Party, this Chinese Communist Party, that. Now they're fucking invited to the inauguration? What the fuck are we doing here? Like, what in the fuck are we doing here? I'm sorry. But it just, the complete and total hypocrisy of in the ability of politicians, in the inability of the media to call it out, right? Like, this isn't a call out this isn't to call out JD Vance on his meeting, right? I didn't see any ones over here like, fucking, this is bad. Let's see here. Xi Jinping will send a special representative. Let's see. Wall Street Journal says Trump, Xi Jinping speak ahead of inauguration. Trump holds phone call with Xi Jinping. Let's see here. I don't really see any Xi Jinping's Chinese. I don't see anything that's like, condemning the fucking fact that we're doing this, or condemning the fact that he's doing this, I should say. But it's unbelievable. All right. Now this next story, we're going to go to Texas. Texas Judge Miff. Let's go. All right. News 2 days ago, right here. Share this tab instead. Can you see it? You sure can. Get rid of that. All right. Federal judge in Texas rules 3 other states can challenge access to abortion pill mifepristone nationwide. Idaho, Kansas, Missouri want the FDA to prohibit telehealth prescriptions for mifepristone and require that it only be used in the first 7 weeks of pregnancy, effectively putting a 7-week, fucking ban on abortions. Anything after 7 weeks after that, to pretty much for fucking people, as far as mifepristone is concerned. The Texas judge who previously halted approval of the nation's most common method of abortion ruled Thursday that 3 states can move ahead with another attempt to roll back federal rules and make it harder for people across the United States to access the abortion drug mifepristone. Idaho, Kansas, Missouri requested late last year to pursue the case in federal court in Amarillo, Texas, after the U.S. Supreme Court issued a narrow ruling finding that the abortion opponents who first filed the case lacked the legal right to sue. The only federal judge based in Amarillo is Matthew Kaczmarek, a nominee for former president, of course, a Trump nominee who in recent years ruled against the Biden administration on several issues, including immigration and LGBTQ issues. What more needs to be said, right? The state wants the Federal Food and Drug Administration to prohibit telehealth prescription of mifepristone and require that it only be used in the first 7 weeks of pregnancy instead of the current limit of 10 weeks. They also want to require 3 in-person doctor visits instead of none to get the drug. That's because the state argues efforts to provide the access to the pills undermine state abortion laws and frustrate state law enforcement. Frustrate state law enforcement. What kind of fucking statement is that? Because it frustrates law enforcement. Women shouldn't have access to mifepristone. That's what's going on here. That's what people are trying to say. Frustrates law enforcement. What? I don't even get the statement. I really don't get the statement. I don't understand what does that even mean? I mean, I don't agree, but I understand at least their argument where they're saying it undermines the state abortion laws, as much as I disagree with it. But and frustrate law enforcement. I don't understand. Meanwhile, Kaczmarek said they shouldn't be automatically discounted from suing in Texas just because they're outside the state. The American Civil Liberties Union on Thursday said the case should have been settled when the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously preserved access to mifepristone last year, where the justices issued a narrow ruling finding that the abortion opponents who first filed the case lacked the legal right to sue. Let me say that again. So the American Civil Liberties Union said Thursday that the case should have been settled when the U.S. Supreme Court unanimously preserved access to mifepristone last year, where justices issued a narrow ruling saying that the abortion opponents who first filed the case lacked the right to sue. We're already past this point, basically. You know what I mean? It's basically what that's saying. So now Kaczmarek's decision has left the door open for extremist politicians to continue attacking medication abortion in his courtroom, the ACLU said. The ruling comes days before Trump begins his second term as a president, so his administration will likely be representing the FDA in the case. Trump has repeatedly said abortion is an issue for the states, not the federal government, though he's also stressed on the campaign trail that he appointed justices to the Supreme Court who were in majority when striking down the national right to abortion in 2022. In the years since, abortion opponents have increasingly targeted abortion pills, largely due to the most U.S. abortions being carried out using drugs rather than through surgical procedures. So far, at least 4 states, Indiana, Missouri, New Hampshire, and Tennessee, have seen Republicans introduce bills aimed at banning pills. None take the same approach as Louisiana, which last year classified the drugs as controlled dangerous substances. So basically just a total ban on that. Previously, Kaczmarek sided with a group of anti-abortion doctors and organizations that wanted the FDA to be forced to rescind entirely its approval of mifepristone in 2000. Yet the states are pursuing narrower challenge rather than target the approval entirely. They sought to undo a series of FDA updates that have eased access. But while the states' leaders are pushing to severely limit the access to the drugs, voters in Missouri sent a different message in November when they approved the ballot measures to undo one of the nation's strictest bans. In Idaho, abortion is banned at all stages of pregnancy, and in Kansas, abortion is generally legal up to the 22nd week of pregnancy. Oh, you are so welcome, Tanya. You are so very, very welcome. We are so appreciative of you around here. You're a huge part of this community, and we feel for you. We really do. So no thanks necessary for me. It's just what people should do, I think. Mifepristone is usually used in combination with a second drug for medication abortion, which has accounted for more than 3/5 of all abortions in the United States since the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade. The drugs are different than Plan B and other emergency contraceptives that are usually taken within 3 days after possible conception, weeks before women know they're pregnant. Studies have found that generally safe and result in completed abortions more than 97% of the time, which is less effective than procedural abortions. So, again, a Texas judge, again, giving other states access to tell women what to do is basically the gist of this entire article, right? A white man in Texas telling other states that their people can sue if they find out, you know, they're somebody is giving out this pill when they shouldn't, when they aren't supposed to, and I'm sure the doctors will face fines and punishment if they do so, thus putting more doctors in positions where they are scared to help women, which is why we now have women dying in cars, dying on the steps, dying in their homes, just having fucking the most brutal and egregious experiences because they can't get the help that they so desperately need, or access to an easy way to to have an abortion. So just kind of ridiculous on that one. Let's get into this next story here, which is, again, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Let's see, which one do you want to do? I'll do this one. Forbes. Donald Trump launches Trump meme coin. Token exceeds $12 billion market cap. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Where did that number come from? What is that? What are we talking about? Trump announced the launch of his meme coin Trump in a Truth Social post late Friday, saying the cryptocurrency is celebrating winning the presidential election in his upcoming inauguration. The price of Trump rapidly rose by more than 300% by Saturday morning. It kept rallying Saturday night before hitting just over $65 as of noon Eastern Sunday, reaching a market cap of $13.3 billion. The asset hosted on the Solana blockchain briefly surpassed $75 early Sunday morning, bringing the total market cap of all tokens in circulation to $15 billion. Trump's meme coin developers have limited supply of Trump. 200 million coins have been launched before expanding the overall supply to 1 billion over the next 3 years. The remaining 80% of tokens that have yet to be publicly released are owned by the Trump Organization, affiliate CIC Digital LLC and Fight LLC, a company formed in Delaware on January 7th. According to the state filings, both companies will receive an undisclosed amount of revenue derived from trading activities. No token. The token website includes a disclaimer noting Trump is not to be or the subject of an investment opportunity nor the security of any type, and is not political or has nothing to do with any political campaign, political office, or government agency. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to be the president of the United States of America, and he's trying to convince people. Can you see this? Can you guys see this? Am I in the way? Of course, this is in the way now. Can you see that? Yeah, I'll make it bigger so you can see. I'll read it again, too. This token's website includes a disclaimer noting Trump, which is the name of the coin, is not intended to be or the subject of an investment opportunity nor a security of any type, and is, quote, not political and has nothing to do with, end quote, any political campaign, political office, or government agency. The fucking name of it is Trump. What are they trying? Who do they think they're talking to, people? Are they thinking they're convincing you guys of this shit? Right? Are you being convinced of this shit? Is that what's going on? Because I don't think so. Are we really to believe that this has zero affiliation with Donald Trump's campaign in any way? Even though he's making money off it. Didn't it just say in the line before that he's getting an undisclosed? Here you go. Let's see here. 80% of tokens are owned by the Trump Organization affiliate CIC. So he owns it. So he is affiliated. So it is fucking affiliated with his campaign because he's going to be president. Right? Like, what are we doing, people? What are we talking about here? Honest to God. The fact that this went up to $15 billion or something at one point. What, like, where are you going to use this? What are you going to do with it? What's happening with it? You going to turn it back into US dollars? Like, again, I'm not a huge, I don't do crypto. I don't do any of that fucking bullshit. So, I'm not going to sit here and try to speak on crypto, but I know it's fucking bullshit. And I know at the end of the day, all you're doing is trying to turn it back into US fucking dollars. So it was basically a big fucking waste of time. Unless you're like one of these first people that get in, you know about it. Like you can fucking hawk to everybody. Right? You're just gonna hawk to everybody, cut it off and run, split, dip right out of there. Yeah, it's all, but it's all just like play shit. It's like you don't even know why you're getting it, how it went up, why it went up. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? But only in
the big, fat, sloppy United States.
Right. All right, let's see what's cooking on this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. How much time we got left? All right, 3:24. We got a half hour left, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm Boston Brian. You're watching Blunt Politics. That would be fantabulous if you could either like, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment after the chat, become a channel member. That would be fantastic. Let's take a look at what we haven't taken a look at in a long, long time. I apologize. Down. I'm going to share this tab instead. You guys are going to get mad. But I want to see what's happening. We got to check in. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Let's see what's happening here. Somebody talkers. Fucking they just leaving everybody sitting there. Let's see, let's check in with the noise. The fuck is that? Sounds like copyright-free music at the Trump rally. When they get in trouble? Oops, somebody speaking? Can you feel it, babe? Nope. What time is he supposed to go on? Anybody? Let's see here. What time is he supposed to speak? Hold rally celebration 119 at the Capitol. Around 200 people. It should kick off around 3. Okay. Well, he's late already. As usual. Just some things never change, people. Some things never change. He's fucking late to. He's gonna be late to his own funeral, which can't come soon enough. Half hour past, not half hour left. What? I have a half hour till 4. What are you talking about? Let's see here. I think they're just letting people sit there, I guess. Not doing shit. I wanted to check in with that. I figured somebody would be on. You're fucking up my flow here. You're fucking up the flow of the show. Let's go. Are people leaving? They already leaving? All right, we'll check back in on that. Let's see what else we can get into. Let's see what other good trouble we can get into here. Let's go to this one. What are you guys looking at? Yeah, you guys don't have to see that. You can see. There we go. That's not bad. All right, so let's pull up this. And we'll do... Come on. Everything's slow today. Everything seems a bit slow. So bear with me. I do appreciate it. Subscriptions. Man, what do I have to take out? Like, there's nothing really running on the computer. I don't know why it's so slow. Nope, I don't want to watch that. Because I just put that on. There's nothing on. Let's go to this one. See what they're cooking with. Let's see what trouble we can get into here. No. Oh, they're doing that too. Good Lord. Let's go to this page. Yeah, everybody's just they're just filming absolutely nothing. Come on. Today, Junior. Today. Good Lord almighty. Nope. Videos. Nope. Videos. Just curious what they're putting out. Let's see here. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Israel kills before. Boom. Let's see here. 1 day ago, 1 hour ago, 52 minutes ago. So 3 hostages arrive in Israel from Gaza as fragile ceasefire passes first hurdle. But again, Israel had to make sure that they got their... I don't want to watch a video of it. They had to make sure they got their last strikes in. This is a story about how 4 died in an airstrike. Israel Airstrike in Gaza kills family of 4 ahead of expected ceasefire. Let's see here. Israel ramps up deadly strikes on Gaza after ceasefire. Let's see. This is 2 days ago. And then there's an article I want to get into where Netanyahu says he's got the right to continue fighting even after the ceasefire. Israel ramps up. Yeah, let me see if you can see this one instead. Oh, this. How's that? I'm going to take this one off just so it's not slow. All right, Israel ramps up deadly airstrikes on Gaza after ceasefire deals reached in less than 2 days. In less than 2 days since the agreement between Israel and Hamas was announced, fighting and airstrikes have killed at least 115 people, local authorities said. Here's a shot of it here. I mean, look at that. Look at that place. Sorry. This is on YouTube, so I should be able. All right. So, just a little bit into the article. The Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal will go into effect. Too late for Abu Ahmed to see his children again. Again, this was 2 days ago. Keep in mind, his family sole survivor after an Israeli airstrike. Ahmed was sleeping in the area of Gaza City in the early hours of Thursday after celebrating the news of the truce when he heard a loud sound and was thrown into the air. Dust and screams surround me. Abu Ahmed told NBC News crew on the ground in Gaza on Thursday his wife and 3 of his children were killed, including a daughter whom he said was a doctor. Is this what they aim for? Killing doctors, he said, addressing his next question to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who said, "Why did you kill my daughter?" In less than 2 days since the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas was announced Wednesday, fighting in Gaza in a series of deadly airstrikes have killed 115 people. Mahmoud Bazal, spokesperson for Gaza Civil Defense Agency, said in an interview Friday. Among those killed, he said, were at least 28 children and 38 women, with at least 265 people injured. More deaths were reported across the enclave. The hours surrounding the ceasefire deal marked the bloodiest day in the past week for Gaza, Basel told NBC News on Friday. In a statement Friday, the United Nations Human Rights Council condemned the strikes, saying, "We are dismayed that shortly after the deal was announced, Israel continued bombing Gaza indiscriminately, killing Palestinian civilians, despite expectations of calm until the ceasefire takes effect." The council urged all parties to accept the Gaza ceasefire deal to an end 15 months of immense and terrible suffering in Gaza, end quote. The Israel Defense Forces said Thursday that it had carried out strikes on approximately 50 targets across Gaza Strip over the last day. It said some of the targets included Hamas and Islamic Jihad terrorists, military compounds, yada, 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 weapon storage facilities, launched weapons, women factions, but they killed women and children. The military also said that it killed Muhammad Hashem Zahadi Abu al-Rus in a strike, who said it participated in the deadly assault at Nova Music Festival on October 7th, terrorist attacks, which some 1,200 people were killed, around 250 people taken hostage. Israel launched its 15th month offensive in Gaza in the wake of that attack. More than 446,500 people. Can we just let that soak in for a sec? Can we just let that soak in for a sec? And that's not even, I can fucking guarantee that's an under count. An under fucking count. More than 46,500 people, including thousands of children, have been killed in Gaza, according to local health officials. The IDF has maintained that it does not target civilians in its prior strikes. Prior to the strikes this week, numerous steps were taken to mitigate the risk of harming civilians and civilian infrastructure, including the use of aerial surveillance, precise munitions, and additional intelligence. Well, obviously, none of that fucking worked. Researchers have suggested the death toll in Gaza could be significantly higher, like I said, than the officials' numbers. In peer-reviewed study published earlier this month in the Lancet Journal, researchers at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine estimated that as many as 64,260 people were killed in the traumatic injuries, traumatic injury death from October 7th, 2023 to June 30th, 2024 alone. The Israeli government voted Friday to approve the deal. The Supreme Court will now have 24 hours to permit any deals, with the possibility of a ceasefire taking effect as early as Sunday. But until then, the airstrikes may well continue. On Thursday, 4 young children who witnesses say were killed in the strike, the string of airstrikes launched by I think that's supposed to be the IDF, laid bloodied and lifeless on the ground outside a hospital in Gaza City. In video captured by NBC News crew on the ground, their small bodies were shrouded alongside the corpses of other victims at Al-Hali Baptist Hospital. They were sleeping happily with the news of the truths, one man told the crew. Then, quote, the Israeli plane shelled us. So, and then you got this too. Let me show you this one. Says he can continue. This was 1 day, 11 hours ago. I mean, it says Israel right here. This is one I want to show you. Well, what kind of fucking ceasefire deal is this, right? When Benjamin Netanyahu can say, Netanyahu says Israel reserves the right to resume war and calls first phase a temporary ceasefire. You know what I mean? And I understand, like, Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel reserves the right to resume fighting if needed should further negotiations collapse. In the first phase, Netanyahu will not move forward with the truce until it receives the names of the first 3 hostages due to be released tomorrow. I'm sorry, like I said, this is I think this article was from maybe yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see. You continue after ceasefire. So I'm trying to make it a little more specific to what I was looking for. This is 1 day ago. Obviously, I don't want to make it too long. 1 day, and essay is unable to move forward with the Gaza 3 freed hostages. So that was 9 hours ago. This is the 3 freed hostages he was talking about. Let's see here. This was 21 hours ago. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't sound to me like somebody that's ready to lay down their arms. Just sounds like Israeli Prime Minister and says this country is ready to resume the war against Hamas should the talks for second phase of the ceasefire fail. But isn't that just a given? Like, obviously, everybody knows if the ceasefire deals break down in any war or any fucking battle, then that's what happens. You know what I mean? I don't see why it's necessary for you to come out and have to be like all gung ho about resuming the war. You know. Netanyahu also outlined what he called the success of Israel's military campaign over the last 15 months. In televised speech just hours before his doing, Netanyahu stressed that the ceasefire was temporary and Israel reserved the right to resume strikes in Gaza and had the backing of the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to do so. We changed the face of the Middle East, Netanyahu said, before adding that Hamas was now completely alone. Hamas was completely alone, huh? Is that what he's saying? Okay. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys then. Remember that. Keep that in your back pocket. Hamas is completely alone. Right. And remember when Joe Biden said that Hamas was, already eradicated to a number where they couldn't do anything? Remember that? Hold on. Bear with me. Let's see. This is going to pull it up. Okay, let's play this one for you. Share this tab instead. Can you see it?
In the West Bank, Israel is expanding official settlements and nationalizing land at a faster clip than any time in the last decade, while turning a blind eye to unprecedented growth in illegal outposts. Violent attacks by extremist settlers against Palestinian civilians have reached record levels. We've long made the point to the Israeli government that Hamas cannot be defeated by a military campaign alone, that without a clear alternative, a post-conflict
Hamas cannot be defeated by military action alone. And did you hear what he said at the start?
an incredible political rise for the Palestinians, Hamas, or something just as important and dangerous, will grow back.
What is going on?
That's exactly what's happened in northern Gaza since October 7th. Each time Israel completes its military operations and pulls back, Hamas militants regroup and reemerge because there's nothing else to fill the void. Indeed, we assess that Hamas has recruited almost.
Sorry, for some reason I could not control that. I want to play it from the beginning. Come on, from the top there, Chief. All right, just listen to what he's saying, read the words, listen to what he's saying, and then compare that to Hamas is all alone and Joe Biden saying that Hamas has been eradicated to the point where they're no longer effective, right? Remember that one? All right, let's just, come on, today, Junior. Uh-oh. I might have a frozen computer. Let's sit here. Play.
Almost
There
as
we
many
go. Come on.
in the West Bank.
Here we go.
Israel is expanding official settlements and nationalizing land at a faster clip than any time in the last decade.
Naturalizing land. Did you catch that one? Did you catch that one? I don't know why it's not letting me control it. Here you go. One more time.
In the West Bank, Israel is expanding official settlements and nationalizing
That's not me. It's just, I think it's my Wi-Fi.
land at a faster clip than any time in the last decade. While turning
Jesus Christ. All right. I'll get rid of this one. I'll get rid of that one. And I'll get rid of that one. Don't yell at me. I can hear the laptop getting hot too. I can hear like the fans turning on. Sorry. I'm trying here. All right, let's try this again. One more time from the top, Chief. One more time from the top.
in the West Bank, Israel is expanding official settlements and nationalizing land at a faster clip than any time in the last decade, while turning a blind eye to unprecedented growth in illegal outposts. Violent attacks by extremist settlers against Palestinians.
Turning a blind eye to illegal outposts. This is Anthony Blinken. This is not some radical fucking right commentator or some guy that doesn't know what he's talking. This is Anthony Blinken saying this, okay?
Civilians have reached record levels.
Violence against Palestinian civilians has reached record levels. You think? Do you fucking think, Anthony?
We've long made the point to the Israeli government that Hamas cannot be defeated by a military campaign alone, that without a clear alternative, a post-conflict plan, and a credible political horizon for the Palestinians, Hamas, or something just as important and dangerous, will grow back. That's exactly what's happened in northern Gaza since October 7th. Each time Israel completes its military operations and pulls back, Hamas militants regroup and reemerge because there's nothing else to fill the void. Indeed, we assess that Hamas has recruited almost as many new militants as it has lost.
Okay. Hamas has recruited. We assess that Hamas has recruited more militants or just as many militants as it has lost. Okay. So that number that you're talking about that, Israel puts out that how many Hamas. Well, Anthony Blinken right now is telling you that they've managed to recruit, like everybody has been saying about what happens in war. You kill somebody's fucking kids, you kill somebody's fucking wife, you kill somebody's family. Guess what they turn into? Fucking people possessed for revenge. And I don't fucking blame them. You kill my family and I'm coming for your ass, right? I think we can all fucking relate to that one. And the same thing happened in Afghanistan, Iraq, right? Right? When you try to fucking go after the bad guys and they're surrounded by fucking civilians and shit, and you take out civilians, even if you get the bad guys, you still fucking, you're taking out civilians to do so, right? And believe me, I understand in fucking some circumstances where the United States has fucking taken out, terrorists. But it's a lot different what's going on here. That's a lot fucking different. But I'm just, it's crazy to hear that our president not that long ago said that Hamas is defeated to a point where they're no longer effective, right? And Netanyahu's telling you that Hamas is alone and fucking standing alone and been fucking eradicated with all these fucking Hamas members we killed. And then we got Anthony Blinken here telling you that there are fucking militants about the recruit. Ready? Great. I'm back. I'm back. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't know how long I was just talking to myself. I could have been talking to myself for fucking the last 10 minutes and I wouldn't know. Oh, what a fucking disaster that was. Hey, Benny. Welcome back. Thank you. Hey, Pam. How are you? Hey, Bob. Sound and video is good. Thank you, Benny. What a fucking shit show that was. Down to we're down to 173 people. For 10 minutes? I was talking to myself that whole fucking time? You gotta be joking. Oh. How much of the no, Twitch says I'm online now. Whoa, $100. What the hell is that? Michael. Jesus Christ, buddy. Thank you so much, dude. Can I scroll back and find it so I can put it on the screen? Won't let me go that far? Oh, there you are, buddy. There you are, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll recognize everybody. I should probably just do it now. My computer sounds like it's about to explode. Hi, moms. Hi, Mexicali Maggie. What's going on? What's up, Wes? Yeah, I might have to follow Hal's lead and start a fucking new computer fund. You know what I mean? This one has been my buddy. It's got me on here. It's got me through some tough times. But I think I am overloading the system just a little bit on this one. But again, I hate to ask for shit to tell you the truth. So I appreciate the support. I thank you guys. I'll probably just get into the super chats and let you guys get out of here and catch the football, hockey, whatever the fuck you guys want to watch. Oh, thank you, Sheldon. All right, let's get into the super chats and I'll get you guys out. Oh my God, 42 of them today? Holy shit. 42 people? You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to put a little thing in the corner, like, I don't know, maybe like a jar, not a jar, like I don't know, something like a computer. I don't know, something where we could like hit a goal, right, for a computer or something like that. Or, you know what I really want? Fucking computer. How about this? Fucking computer. If you guys are going to help me support this channel, right? If you guys are going to help me and support this channel, what we should do is make a help Brian get to California fund. Because I'm sick of being 3,000 miles away from, the people I care about and love. Not that of course my family is here and stuff. So that's a tough one. But if we're gonna do it, I need to buckle down and get this fucking done because I either do more shows. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I really don't. But I do appreciate everybody that supports the channel members, anybody that subscribes. Again, when the video goes out, when it posts, go back and leave a comment on the video. Fucking whatever. Say, hey, I like this point in the video, or this sucks, you suck, whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah, throw a bunch of lobsters in there. Let me get some of the Mel's emojis. That's what we should call them, Mel's emojis in the chat. Drop some of them. I believe that. Is that a perk for the members? I think it is. And I should also, let's do this. Let's do this while I have a couple seconds. Let's do this. Let's see if we can log in. Continue with Google. I think it's, I don't know which one it is now. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? I don't know which one it is. So let's see here. Boston Bryant. Remember, I don't think this is the right one. I'm gonna go back. Do this one. Choose this one. Bear with me. Trying to log into. There we go. Here we go. Member. No, I want to be a creator. Home. Boom. So can I share this tab? Get out of here. Why does that keep popping up? This thing's acting up today. All right, so forget that idea, considering that wants to act up. There we go. All right, so we're going to go to, oh, you know what I should do is this. Member, home. There we go. Community notifications. How do I go to, like, I don't even know how to use these platforms. Hey, let's try this. Ryan, see what that pulls up. I'm not even around. I'm not even on the fucking list. I don't know how you do that one. Nope, not that. Member, home. Like, how would I see my own Patreon? Like, I was just trying to show the Patreon page to people, but I don't even know how I can do that. What a mess. All right, let's just get through the super chats. I'll let you guys get the fuck out of here. You guys are fantastic. We're up to 47 people? Holy shit. God damn it. You guys are great. I really do appreciate you guys. And I'm sorry about the technical glitch. I know fucking everybody split after that. I apologize. So I hope the people that donated and gave super chats stuck around so you can, either get your question answered or hear it read or, at least get some recognition. I'm not a fucking hero unless you're talking to somebody else, Rocks. And let's not forget, let me put it up again. I can put it up again. Mods, if you could put Tanya's mom's, the Cash App we were putting up for Tanya's mom's funeral once again in the chat. That would be fantastic. I really do appreciate it. For anybody that's wondering, here, let me do. I can see this one. It's money sign GAGAUV4 on Cash App. And what we're trying to do is help Tanya pay for the funeral. And if we could just help a little bit, honestly, if we could take a little bit of the edge off, like anything helps, honest to God. And just anybody in the chat who shows, the willingness to come together for, somebody that you don't know, really, let's put it that way, somebody you've never met in person. And to do that is really, 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 does Cash App work outside of the US? I believe so, Blue Tomato. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. But yeah, here it is right here. Thank you, Rocks. This is the Cash App here. If anybody's feeling froggy and wants to leap and help out, that would be fantastic. You know what? Here, let me do it. I'm going to do it while we're here. Let's do 50 for Tanya. The best. Okay. We'll do pay. Thumb verification. All right, here we go. Done. All right. I feel better about myself already. I'm in, Tanya. I'm in for my part. I just want to help you out and make sure that everybody else does too. I don't want to tell people to do something I wouldn't do myself. So, I wanted to make sure you guys saw that. Make sure you know that I put my money where my mouth is when it comes to helping people in this chat and in this community and on the left and even on the right. If people are in need, I don't give a shit what political affiliations you have. You're very welcome, Tanya. You're very welcome. Thank you guys so much to anybody that's contributed to this channel or to, oh shit, where'd it go? It's not the one. Oh, there it is. To my channel or to Tanya. That would be fantastic. All right, let's get into the chats. Wow, we're up to 48 now. Jesus, you guys are fantastic. We're gonna be here all day. Slack's coming in hot with 20. Came in hot with 20. Thank you, Slack, so much. Right back at you from Mel and everybody in our fam. And love to all the Bryantologists, of course. Thank you, Sally, so much for gifting one membership. Again, one of the best ways, if not the best way to get people involved in this community is to gift memberships. You can do that. There's a button right below me somewhere where you can gift anywhere from 1 to I forget what the top 20 messages. I forget, maybe 50. I'm not sure. But anybody that does so, make sure you anybody that does receive a gifted membership, I hope you are thanking the person that sent that out. It should tell you who sent that out. So thank you very much, Sally. Appreciate you being here every week. It's really, really appreciated. Susan McIntosh, let's go with the $5 super sticker. Thank you, Susan. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. And thank you so much for joining me today. Really, really appreciate it. Colleen, let's go. Just got over COVID myself. It sucks. Shout out to Tara, Dublin fan, Sparklers. Next 2 days, we'll be reading her book, The Sound of Settling, and ignoring the TV coverage of the craziness. Love to Boston, Brian, and family. Colleen, right back at you. And hello to the Sparklers. I appreciate you guys very much. Brian told you Sparklers are peas in the same pod, and I can feel my voice getting worse as I talk here. Lincoln, thank you so much. Donnie has shrinkage regardless of the weather. In this case, it is crowd size that is bothering him. I think you're absolutely spot on, Lincoln. Thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Sally coming in again with another gift. Was there something on me? What is this? Nobody was going to tell me? Fuck did that happen? Good Lord. Thank you, Sally. I really do appreciate it. Stephen Say is looking good in the 21st century, Mr. Boston Brian. Well, Stephen, I bet you look good too. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat and for being here. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Sheldon, for the one gifted. Loretta, thank you so much. I'm with Michelle Obama for not showing up for that shit. Yes. I don't think I managed to get deep enough into that, what I was talking about too. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up. No protests at inauguration. There was an article on NBC. Let's see. Was it this one? I think it was this one. I might be pushing my computer here by trying to share this, but just give me a second. Give me 1 second, and this will be up on the screen. Add it to the stage. All right, so this is what I was talking about when I was bringing it up. Trump's second inauguration to see smaller protests and fewer Democratic boycotts. Democratic lawmakers who loudly boycotted Trump's first inauguration say they feel compelled to go this time, while protests are expected to be a fraction of their 2017 size. Why? Why are they not 10 times the size, right? Why are they not 10 times the size? Why are Democratic lawmakers going to this? How can you call him a fascist and a fucking threat to the democracy of our country and then go to his inauguration, right? And I don't know if this names names or whatever, but let me see. Does it say anybody that's like saying they're going? Because I'll hop right on them right now. Any names mentioned? All time, favorites, all time. Trump's favorability rating is at an all-time high. The fuck is that talking about? Were they on drugs? Who wrote this one? Let's see who wrote this article. This article was written by Cheney Orr, Reuters file. Oh, from Reuters. Okay, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. I just want to see if there's any Democratic. While around 60 Democratic lawmakers boycotted Trump's first inauguration, few are planning to absent this year. Some of those who plan to skip say it's for unrelated reasons. For instance, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi attended Trump's inauguration will not be at the second one, covering the recent surgery. Let's see here. AOC, one of the most outspoken progressive capital, chalked her planned absence to, AOC's not going. She gets a good one. She gets a fucking sticker. California Democratic Rep. Jared Hoffman, who boycotted Trump's first inauguration, plans to attend Monday, telling Politico, it's different now. Whether we like it or not, the guy was just elected by the country. Okay, here we go, people. Here's one. Here's a bullseye for you right here. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but here's a target. No, shouldn't say that either. Here's a guy that we should fucking absolutely be either tweeting at, blue skying at, fucking emailing, calling his fucking office and be like, hey, Jared Huffman, you piece of shit. Why are you attending the rally and the fucking ceremony of a fascist prick who's trying to take women's rights and fucking steal classified documents and all that, the rest of the fucking bullshit that we know about Donald Trump? Why are you going? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to write that down, actually. I'm going to write that down. Jared Huffman. I hope he has a fucking blue sky because he's going to fucking hear from me. No, motherfucker. All right, who else we got? Ruben Gallego, who is a member of the House boycott, says he's going this time. Okay, Ruben Gallego. Okay, here's another one. Ruben Gallego. Another one. Hit list. Oops, sorry, that's not what I meant. Like as far as going after with my rhetorical skills. That's what I meant. The electoral set a very clear message in the cycle. Anybody else named in this motherfucker? Come on, give me some names. Shopton, civil rights on here. Black church. Separately, average his host is planning a rally to honor King. Okay, I thought he was saying he was going. I don't think they're going to say any other names in this one. Let's see. Jake Gyllenhaal, the speakers on this is watch post. Entertaining is culture. There's going to be less resistance-based entertainment and more pandering to who they imagine Trump voters are. Trump's inauguration will be called closely by conservatives event. The March for Life will draw some 150,000 next weekend, 3 times the estimated turnout for this Saturday's anti-Trump march. Again, just wanted to throw that out there to people to let you know that, I mean, I think we can all agree there should be absolutely nobody going to this fucking thing, right? How do I get back to? I'm trying, help. Where are you? Good Lord. All right, there we go. Can we all agree on that? Let me go back to the chat. Are we all in agreement? Are we all in agreement that, things have changed? What the guy said, the first Jared Huffman, first guy to be named in that article, said that it's different now. The guy was elected. Yeah, he was elected the fucking first time when he didn't go either. Right? What are we talking about here? He's worse now in his policies. He's fucking older. He's more senile. He's more incompetent. He's more dangerous. But somehow this is fucking the time you're supposed to show up for support. Get fucked. Get fucked. How about that? Any Democratic lawmaker that goes to this fucking ceremony can get fucked. I hope I have one day a fucking million blue sky fucking people following me, so I actually have some sway, right? So if I say something, people might actually notice, right? Because Jared Huffman is getting it. He's getting it, and I'm sorry. Everybody else should fucking give it to him too. All right, where'd we leave off? Steven, thank you so much. Sheldon, thank you so much. Michelle, yep. Siha, let's go. You're blessed, at least by me, if not by God. Siha, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Crimson 66, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. I do appreciate that. Again, one of, if not the best ways to support the channel is $2 a month, guys. $2 fucking a month, literally. What are you getting for $2 a month nowadays? Zero. You can get me. All right, Colleen with the huge one for whatever you need. Colleen, you are just. I'm running out of words to say thank you and to describe how appreciative I am. So, Colleen, thank you so much. What a wonderful, generous soul you have. Thank you so much. JD gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, JD. Appreciate you for always being here. Appreciate you for your support. Appreciate you for fighting. Let's fucking go. Sunflower Dragon, I pray for laughter right now, Brian. It's so freaking valuable. Well, if you watch anything that Don Jr. puts out or Greg Kelly, you're bound to get a couple giggles in there. It's fucking hilarious. Moon Goddess became a YouTube member. Shez G became a YouTube member. Carl Jacobson became a YouTube member. Thank you to you 3. Really, really do appreciate that. Appreciate the support. No Money G, thank you. Trump is worried about the crowd size. That's why he knows it will be less this time. I think you're spot on, No Money. Thank you for the $5. I think you're absolutely spot on. Let's see here. Graham, thank you for the 9 months of support. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the laugh. She says, I try. Again, sorry about the tech glitches. I do apologize about that and again, thank you to all the new YouTube members. That is fucking fantastic. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, please. That would be fantastic. So if anybody watching, if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and you do like what I'm watching, do like what you're watching, that would be fantastic. Again, you don't have to subscribe if you don't like it. Let's see where we left off. No Money. So Graham will be next. Let's see here. Graham, thanks for the laughs in the 9 months. JF says, read MLK's speech, 3 Evils of Society. I think that's great advice for everybody in the chat as well. So thank you, JF. I appreciate that. Graham is back. Can't wait to be great. Thank you so much for the 20. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Graham. Really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Tracy with the $4.99 with the €5. How are you? I am convinced that Trump wanted the inauguration moved inside because he is scared that the freezing cold weather and snow will mess up his hair. He just put on one of those. Anytime it's windy, he puts on one of those fucking huge oversized MAGA hats that look ridiculous. So I don't know. I don't know if that is. Believe me, I would love to see him go out there and just have his fucking, the toupee fucking standing straight up. That would be great. Let's see. JF comes back at it. R.I.P. President Jimmy Carter and R.I.P. democracy. Let's see here. First one, absolutely, I agree with. I don't know if we can't RIP democracy. We can't RIP democracy. Again, this goes into the we're never going to have any more elections conversation, which I can't fucking stand, right? Even if that may, in fact, be a possibility, right? Just saying that alone is bad for business, right? And let me explain. When I say it's bad for business, it gives people the tendency and the ability to give up, right? If you tell people there's never going to be any more elections, if you'll never have a say anymore in what the government does, people are going to give up. They're going to quit. They're not going to right now people are hanging on by a thread because all we have is our single vote, and they think it doesn't count in some places, and it feels like it's just a fucking a drop of water in a huge ocean sometimes. But you can't give people the ability or the excuse to just totally give up on politics and on trying to fight fascism and trying to get people the rights that they deserve. You can't, and I'm not blaming this on you, Jeff. Not at all. Not at all. I'm just giving my opinion on the second part. That's all. So don't take this as I'm coming at you, because I'm not. But I've heard a lot of people say, we'll never have elections again, and this and that, and it's let's cross that bridge when we get there, type thing. You know what I mean? If we see somebody that in any way is putting a bill in place that's trying to, stop people from voting or whatever it may be, we'll hop the fuck on it, right? And we'll call that shit out. But right now, to be telling people that no, there's going to be no elections and democracy is dead, we're fighting for democracy, but we still have democracy in this country. It's not dead yet. Donald Trump was elected democratically, unfortunately. So democracy is not dead. It didn't go the way we turned out, but this is why we fight. This is why we continue to do what we do. This is why we continue to sit on social media and call out things and read articles and watch different videos on things to get to stay involved, to know what's going on, to fucking to be up front and center in this fight for our rights and our freedom, right? We don't want to be controlled or have family members controlled by Donald Trump or MAGA or their policies, right? We are the Freedom Party, not them. They hijacked the word freedom and shit. We actually care about freedom, not the other side. But thank you, JF. I appreciate it. I could go on all day about that, but we want to recruit people on our side. We want to build our side into a stronger community. We don't want to be pushing people out or giving them the excuse to tune out. You know what I mean? All right, Tracy Bird, thank you so much for the 20. Can't wait for these morons to be in charge. Honestly, can't wait for these morons to be in charge. Can't wait for these morons to be in charge. I'm gonna have to read that a couple times. I think I know what you're saying. Like, I think I know where you're going with that. And I've kind of said that a couple times. Like, I can't wait to see, Donald Trump fail miserably in whatever endeavor he tries and the fucking interviews and in press conferences. But as far as them just being in charge in particular, there's no way. I don't know if I could. I'm not at the can't wait point. I know, if that's for sure. Let's see. AIGs. But thank you, Tracy. Believe me, I'm not calling you. I'm just, I think I know where you're going with that one. I do. I really do. AIGs, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker and the wonderful fucking name. Great name. Peter with the 50. Thank you so much. Trump got the votes, phase 1. Catering. Oh, I didn't get did we ever get the answer to this? What was phase 3? You got to tell me, Peter. Got to tell me. Joy Eldred, thank you for the $2 super stick. I really do appreciate it. Kristen Neeson, thank you so much for the $20. I believe the pumpkin poop clown. That's a great way to put it. Is afraid of protesters disrupting its bigliest day. Fu love. It's CA. What is? I just see CA at the end. Is that California? I don't know. For some reason, StreamYard doesn't show me some of the emojis you put up there. Yakov, thank you so much for gifting a membership. Appreciate you being here, my brother. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Yvonne, stay off from drugs, kids. Hi, Brian. How are you? Looking dandy. English accent, not bad. Excellent Brummie accent. How do I know? Because I'm a Brummie. That's why. Brummies are in the middle of Britain. Well, I do appreciate that, Yvonne. I do appreciate that. I've watched a lot of British television, British culture. Foyle's War. I don't know if you're still here, Yvonne, but if anybody knows what Foyle's War is, you'll definitely gain some points in my book. I like a lot of the old British stuff is fun to me. I grew up on Top Gear. I think they're more northern England though, those guys. But you fucking everything's anything anything with a U is turned into a double O. That's what I've known. Again, a lot of a lot of like YouTube stuff I watch is British, British travelers or British kids that work on cars and fix up cars. Matt Armstrong I watch a lot. I'm sure some people are aware of him. Let's see, Mike OK I like. He's a traveling guy. Let's see, there's a lot of them. What's his name? Tony from Camping with Tony. He's really good at that stuff. All British. So yeah, I watch a lot of that stuff. So I really do appreciate it, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Sometimes I can pull it off well. Other times it kind of blends in with different accents. It's tough to do it on the spot for me. It just kind of has to come out. Thank you though. Colleen back at it with another 5. Giving myself Simone Sanders Townsend haircut. Best feeling ever. Who is Simone Sanders Townsend? I feel like I should know that. I'm sorry. Thank you though, Colleen. I really do appreciate it. Your contributions are huge to the channel. I really do appreciate it. So thank you. Mama Brooke. How are you, Mama Brooke? Thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for interacting, and thank you for engaging, and thank you for contributing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Jenny Faye in the house. Let's go, Jenny Faye with the 10. Thank you so much. Perfect Sunday afternoon. Sitting with hubby, drinking coffee, smoking a bowl, and listening to Boston Brian. Thanks for the laughs while braving the maggot, lunacy, lie, tornado with us. Well, Jenny Faye, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And it was a blast. Our Zoom meeting, I really had fun our last Zoom. Oh, that's another thing I should put up too before I forget. Our VIP Zoom meeting is coming up too, January 27th. January 27th. So anybody that signs up at patreon.com/Boston Brian, there's 3 different tiers there, 3 different price levels. For $5 a month, you could help me out on Patreon and support the channel. Again, it helps me with so many things, different lights, better microphone. I'm working with this is an Amazon special, laptops, cameras, make this an actual, not a production, but, so I don't have to have this. Let's see if I can go back to me talking so I don't have to have just like this, you know what I mean? So, maybe like an actual nice background, and because it's tough when I go onto other people's channels, they don't have the ability to put the picture I want on my background. It's just a green screen, so it looks weird, or I have to take it down totally. But yeah, so many different ways. Patreon.com/Boston Brian. We got our VIP Zoom the 27th. So anybody that signs up at the VIP level, before then, you're invited. You're more than welcome to come hang in. Last time we had a great time in the Zoom. It was a good conversation. Excuse me. It was a great conversation, so I appreciate everybody that showed up. And let me get back to the super chats. All right. Yvonne, back at it. Thank you so much. Ego is a dangerous thing. Ego is a dish that only feeds you false food. The more you eat off your own ego, the more you starve your spirit. Well, that was very, very profound, very insightful. Christ, I keep dropping this pen. Let me see. I'm actually going to read that again for you, Yvonne. Ego is a dangerous thing. Ego is a dish. That only feeds you false food. The more you eat off your own ego, the more you starve your spirit. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you for your wonderful words. Very nice. Very insightful. Kristen, thank you so much. Get ready to raise your class. They're all treasonous, hammer swinging DEI hires. As they understand DEI, the clown has his fans, sold you out to Putin. We need independent media. I couldn't agree more. I appreciate your contributions to the channel, Kristen. I really do appreciate that. Very nice of you, and you're absolutely 100% right. I don't know if I'm going to raise my you know what, I might find something to raise a glass to. That's probably a good idea on Monday, in protest of not watching. Just find something that you really like and celebrate for that one. I think we could do that. Oh, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that for the new computer fund. I'm going to have to stash that aside somewhere. Holy shit, Michael, he's going to need more than 40. Good Lord, dude. Oh, you put in 2 new computer fund. I guess Brian needs a computer. Oh, Jesus Christ, Michael. Thank you, dude. It doesn't have to all come from one person. I'm not settled. I'm still getting used to this whole, asking other people or depending on other people for, to live, basically. I mean, I know I'm a plumber full time, but to do this and to make this what I want it to be at some point, it's going to take, your interaction, your contributions, your help for this channel. So Michael, thank you so much. But please don't anybody put yourself in a position where you're financially struggling because of giving to me. That's what I do not want. That's what I do not want. I want, if you're able to and you can forget about it and it's not something that's going to affect your day-to-day life, you're in the position to do so. Those are the people that I would hope to contribute to the channel if you can. I don't want anybody that's struggling or fucking pinching pennies or living off social care, whatever. You know what I mean? I hope you understand. Left Wing Gorilla, thank you so much. And Michael, thank you, dude. Really, really do appreciate you. That's fucking unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $20 super sticker, Left Wing Gorilla. Sheldon is back. Left Wing Gorilla, I love that fucking name, by the way. What you need is a good excuse me. What you need is a good logo, like a nice. You can go to fucking AI right now, ChatGPT. Type in like a nice fucking strong gorilla or something like that. That would be kick ass. I think that would be fucking sweet. It would tie right in with your name. But thank you, dude. Sheldon, no worries, Brian. You're the best. I don't think I'm the best, but I'm doing it. I'm chugging along here. We're getting to 10,000. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Jenny Faye, again. Hang in there. Had faith in you for technical headache fund. Yeah. Welcome back, says JD. That might be my first $13 super chat. That might be my first $13 super chat. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm going to move this a little bit. How's that? A little better? All right. Yeah, so thank you, JD. That's pretty cool. I appreciate it. Michael what? What? Michael, Jesus Christ, dude. Thank you so fucking much. That's incredible. And I was saying that doesn't have to come from everybody before this. Oh, dude, thank you so much, Michael. Really, honestly though. I hope this is something that's like feasible, you know what I mean? I feel terrible. I really do. I'm not saying I feel terrible because of that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be putting anybody in a tight spot. That's what I'm thinking. California, here he comes. Dude, you're the fucking man. You really are. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Michael, thank you for being here week in, week out. And guys, don't forget my Wednesday show. We're also on Wednesdays, but thank you, Michael. I wish there was more like I could say other than thank you. I really do, but I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. In such it's such a help. It really is. So thank you so much, dude. Jim, thank you so much for being here for 8 months. True lobsters, the true blue lobsters stuck around. Absolutely. Jim the Geek, thank you so much. I appreciate you in the Zooms as well. We have a good time. We had some good laughs in there. I can't get this cover open. I was gonna take a come on. I'm gonna take a gummy in favor of Michael. I can't get there we go. All right, here we go. All right, for you, Michael. Thank you, dude. Thank you for your contributions. Down the hatch. Thank you. Yummy. And thank you, Jim. Thank you. Oh, Tiff, come on. Thank you so much for being here for 6 months. Love you, Brian, Mel, California. Finally started. Let's go, Tiff. Appreciate you so much. Hope you're well. I really do. Tanya's back. For Tanya, much love. Thank you so much, Jim. I will pass that on. I will absolutely pass that on. I thank you so much for your kindness, Jim. I really do appreciate it. You're the man, dude. Yvonne back at it, gifted 5 memberships. Look at all the people that are here contributing multiple times. Like, you guys are just fucking fantastic people. Again, look at Jim the Geek are back. Today marks 6 years crack-free. That had to be during the Don Jr. video. Had to be. It had to be. But congratulations, Jim. I appreciate you, dude. I really, really do. Let's see. Moms is in the house. Moms, I hope you're feeling strong and well and healthy. I hope everything's going great for you. I appreciate you very much. I really, really do. Your support, your kind words, you being in the Zooms that we have. I really do appreciate it. Oh my God. I saw Michael and I was going to be like, if he gave any more money, I'm sending it back. May the next 4 years be survived. We will. There's no doubt in my mind that we will survive the next 4 years. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be stressful. We're going to have to pay attention. We're going to have to pick and choose what we're going to call out. because I think we have the tendency on the left to try to, go after everything, right? And not saying that everybody should, but everybody should kind of pick their lanes and what they're good at and what they can go after and what they can attack. You know what I mean? Because we need to get in attack mode. We really do. We need to be in a fucking full attack mode, buttoned up, ready to go, fucking locked and loaded. Metaphorically, obviously, and get in there and start calling out some bullshit and calling out people like Jared Huffman and fucking Ruben Gallego, right, for attending this bullshit, this fucking fake ceremony for a fucking loser. You know what I mean? That's what we got to do. So thank you, Michael, for being here for 4 months. You've been here longer than 4 months, but you've been a member for 4 months. I really do appreciate it. And to round it out, Sheldon, thank you so much, Brian. You are a good man. Your parents must be very proud of you. I know I would be. Oh, Sheldon, that's so fucking nice. I have my routine basically is before every show, I always call my mom and call my dad and talk to Mel. I don't know why I started that routine, but I kind of like it just to, say hi, I love you. Thinking about you, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So family's obviously important. Family comes first. I think my family knows that I will be there for them every step of the way if they need me, no matter what, no matter where you are. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Everybody that contributed, fucking Michael, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Colleen, you guys are huge. You guys are superstars. Yvonne, Jenny Faye, Yakov, Joy, Peter, Tracy, JF, Graham, everybody. Thank you guys. No Money G, all the new members, Moon Goddess, Shez G, Carl Jacobson, JD. Thank you so much, Colleen. Again, Lincoln, Siha, Loretta Smith, Steven, Sally, Rosanna, Lincoln, Colleen, Susan, all you guys. Thank you so much, Slacks. Just a huge help, a huge boost to this channel, honestly, really, because I could not be sitting here doing this. I would not have any equipment if it wasn't for you guys. I'd be sitting here talking to my phone, basically. So thank you. I appreciate you guys very much. I will catch you guys Wednesday, okay? Wednesday night after Hal's show. I'm going to try to get Hal to remember I'm going on after so we can maybe, I don't know what you call it, throw to me. What do you call it? Raid on Twitch, at least. You know what I mean? Because, that would be fantastic. But any sparklers, anybody that wants to come on after Hal's show, make sure you watch Hal's show. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. Come on over Wednesday night for another episode of Blunt Politics. And then next Sunday, we have our interview with Brittany Page, which I am really, really excited about. So you don't want to miss out. Make sure you're sticking around. Make sure you subscribe to let you know when I am live. You can even click the bell. That would be fantastic. And again, that lets you know anytime I go live, if I just happen to pop on randomly and you're not really thinking about it and you're not ready for it, you'll get a notification, let you know that I'm live. You can click on it. Come on in. We'll have a great time. I do appreciate you guys. I thank you very much. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And everybody should be, everybody should be standing on a platform, basically.
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis. I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis. I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Don't yell at me. All right. So that should be our chant, basically. That should be our chant.
In the hell was that all about?
Oh, hold on. Thank you, Jess. Jess Nichols sent me a text. Great show, brother. Hold on. Sent me a message. Great show, brother. Hope you feel better soon. To you and Mel, hope her dad is doing well. Thank you so much, Jess, for the message. I do appreciate it, and I will absolutely pass it on. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm always over. I thought I was going to be on time this time, but I'm never on time when I end the show. But, yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you Wednesday night. Please hop on. Come in. Join the chat. It's a great conversation. Different type of show. You know what I mean? It's 8 to 10, so everybody's in a different mood than they are at 1 o'clock on a Sunday. So come check it out. You never know what you'll run into. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Thank you, mods. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all your help. Thank you for creating a safe space in the chat. You guys honestly make the show happen. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you, guys.
They're just getting acclimated. You know what that means, acclimated?
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful out. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
You'll have a group of Venezuelan killers, street gangs, occupying the town with MK-47s. I know that gun very well. I got to know it very well. Water coming here is dead. Eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. You're a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your... All I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass. We've endorsed JP, right? J.D. Mandel, and he's doing... You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things. Like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things.
I'm just an average guy who read public documents where the elite said they were going to enslave us and destroy America, and I'm not going to be like yuppie scum and deny the threat to my country. I'm going to fight back.
Is there anything worse than white people? White people are a mortal danger to you and your loved ones.
Man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
Taking him back to Nevada where he's wanted for banging horses. I say mud, I said crud. You fall into some crud or something?
Tell the director to call the White House. Do your fucking job!
Bad news, bad news. Even when it's good news, it's bad news.
I am the chosen one.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I am the chosen one.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
My superpower is being honest. I will eat my neighbors. I'm here to date your 6-year-old. Cacophony. A crescendo. A finale. A coup de grace.
How do you lie to the FBI and now you're running for president? Seriously, how do you lie to the FBI and now you're running for president?
I'm standing up here bashing the living shit out of Nazis.
Fucking Nazis.
Oh my God. Thank you, Joy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What a fucking kind contribution. Right at the end there. I didn't want you to think I missed it. Didn't want you to think I didn't see it. So thank you so much. And I will absolutely add that to the computer fund. What a wonderful contribution. Thank you so much, Joy. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you guys so much. And again, like I said, Wednesday night, don't forget the Patreon Zoom, the 27th. Make sure you're subscribed. Become a member if you love it. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'm Boston Brian, and this is Blunt Politics. It really is, Sia. It really, really is. Thank you so much, Michael, dude. What a big day. What an awesome day for you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. It's such a huge help. I can't even describe how much of a help that is. Thank you, dude.
Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. Obama. No, get those lights off. Off. Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off. The big, fat, sloppy United States.